Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. It's the Friday stream. Friday Poke Shop. We're going to say Hot Rocket Break. That's true. Sylveon Lightning Break. And new One Piece OP5. So I don't know what to do with the One Piece OP5 yet. Jump over here. Here's our daytime stream. We're going live for Friday day. This might just be a 2-hour stream. We did start late. It's like perfect weather outside, so I might just hang out with Karis as soon as possible. Or I don't know. Maybe it just depend on the orders we're getting at the 2-hour, 3-hour mark. We'll have to see, but it is perfect outside. I mean, it could not be better. It's like sunny and warm, and yet there's a nice cool breeze. Let's see. It actually really sucks we don't have like a boat right now. Oops. All right. There we go. Let's get in here, shall we? Let's close this. Can you guys hear the music by chance? Let me know if you can hear the music. I played around with the microphone settings on the phone. Can you hear the music? All right, let's see. We're going to copy this. We're going to go over here. We're going to do that. I can't hear it. No music. Wow, music issue still not fixed. My God. Do I sound different at least? I hear something. It's no music. That's crazy, man. Just use your neighbor's boat. Yeah, you might be able to get away with that. All right. A lot of people have boats that don't require keys to turn on, or they just leave the key in the boat. Some people do that. And then their boat dock is operatable without a key. So you can get pretty far just climbing on their dock and just messing around with their dock. We ping that. Let's get the iPad open. All right. Let me hit cancel on this. Cancel. Let me zoom. Where's my stream? All right, let's hit refresh. You guys can't hear any music. That is so ridiculous. All right, let's see. Music problem still not solved. It's just crazy. All right, we're pulling up the iPad. It is. Pausing that. Come on now. Ah, God, I hate the iPad. All right, there goes. Chip tunes when speaking. Yeah, there is some music playing really loudly, actually. Wait, when you talk, I hear it. Dang, dude. Rent a boat and boat babes. I don't know about renting those boat babes. That sounds expensive. I got Pokemon cards to buy. All right, let me throw this away. Items received at the PSA vault. Items being delivered by DHL. Mr. Tai Hua says, I'm missing 2 slabs. Both giveaway slabs under name Shinobi. All right, let's get you a fresh label then. So whenever you do get like a giveaway slab and we put it under a different name, Alexis is probably not going to check for that because she definitely does not know your YouTube name. So help me out, grab my attention. You might have to shout at me. Make sure I write down your nickname on the label, okay? That has to be done. Let's get this. Tai. I'll take care of you though, Mr. Taihua. Let's get that label. All right. Yeah, you're going to have to do that. I know it's a little bit of a extra step, but it's all just part of the nitty gritty of operating the channel. We got to make sure that either at the time that you win the slab, stop me and make me put your real name down, or at the time of shipping, say, here's my YouTube nickname, check for slabs under that nickname. You can get cheap ones, I'm sure. I did in the PayPal description. All right, so I probably just didn't read it. I kind of assumed there was a good chance of that. it's tough, but you might have to shout at me a little bit. If you don't hear me talk about it, you don't see me do it. I probably missed it. Don't worry, we'll get you a fresh label either way. Like I said, it's part of the nitty gritty of what we do over here. It's like little details. Come on now. The good news is the slabs are perfectly safe, so they're still in good shape. They're still yours. Oh my God, please. Just it won't give me a price on the label. It's so dumb. All right. Somewhere I have an open box of these. I don't know where it's at. And what we want to do is find out, are we doing a box break on this? Are we doing, purchase a pack kind of box break, or should we split it into gym breaks? One pack at a time gym breaks. Let's take a look. How's it going, guys? My schedule was a little slower today. I had to go to Walmart. It is. And I didn't get back from Walmart for a while. Awakening of the New Era booster box. Now, this booster box comes out of a sealed case. Yes, it does. A sealed case. I'm seeing some really ridiculous prices on these. Holy moly, these are expensive. So the cheapest box on eBay, is like 900. Oh, that's being bid on. Okay, the cheapest box on eBay is like $1,000. And I guarantee you those do not probably come out of sealed cases. They probably already searched the product, but let's just say 1,000. So we'll just say that. Let's say a New Era case. I want to know what a case sells for out of curiosity, because if I don't sell these at all, what I can do is I can sell the case and be like, hey, oh, I don't even see a case for sale. Wait. Here we go. We got it. All right. I'm looking at it. How about one in the United States? All right. So their cases are about $12,000, 500. So they're not there's not a huge difference between the case price and the individual box price. So if we were to do $1,000, let's see what that would look like real fast. Wow, I would want a 32 spot box break. 32 spots, huh? I don't know, dude. There's three different ways we sell this, guys. There's three different ways we could sell it. A, we could put it into one big box break. One crazy guy gets the whole thing for 40 bucks. One guy gets the whole thing. Two, I can just open the box and sell booster packs one at a time. And what we can do is gym breaks. Three, we could do a actual box break where everyone buys a booster pack and they get their booster pack. What do you guys think is more fun? I actually suspect it might be best to just do the individual packs and have a one-piece pack up on the table a lot. What do you guys think of that? This is $1,000? Crazy. I think I bought it for 5K or something. The not the box, but the case. I think I bought it for 1K. Let me jump over here. Now I feel real strongly about this particular product. Let's see, OP5. Let's see if we can find it. October. Let's say New Era. Here we go. New Era. Here we are. So our last purchase of this was back in, well, that's Japanese. So I must have bought these off a different site then. I didn't get them on eBay. Interesting. I like that idea. What do you guys think? A whole sealed box going to one person, and it would have to be a 1 in 32 break, or a booster pack break where, everybody gets one pack. You can buy a booster pack. We open the box. We open up your pack, see what happens. Or we just open the box and sell the packs one at a time as gym breaks. Seal box. You like the seal box idea? That's serious business. What do you guys like best? Do you guys want to? How many people are here? We only got 29 people in here. We could run a poll. What are you guys thinking? Rather do a box break where everyone gets a pack, says Shahir. All right, so where everyone's getting a booster pack. Box is the bet. That's big risk, high reward. You know, that's tough. I don't know, actually. I'm gonna try selling the seal box. You know why? Because that's a special thing that only we can offer to do for you. There it is. It's begun. $40, 1 and 32. You don't even have to open this. You can leave it sealed, and it's probably going up in price. That is Awakening of the New Era One Piece Box Break. 41 and 32. That's the biggest break we can host, basically. We can't host much bigger than that. Keeping it sealed is lame. You are correct. Keeping it sealed is lame. However, where else can you go and get a sealed booster box with the 1 in 32 odds for $40? So this is something very unique we offer. Whoever pulls it can opt to open it if they want to open it. If they want to take a shot at the manga card that sells for, who knows? I don't even know what it's worth. What pack breaks do we have going? So I'm setting this down over here. We now have a One Piece box break running. There we go. So we got a Pokemon One Piece, a Pokemon break running, box break running. We got a One Piece box break running. Here are the pack splits. This has been super popular. This ran twice really rapidly yesterday. So this is the third one. No one's in it yet. This is Team Rocket booster pack, and I think we have either 4 or 5 people in here. So this is running pretty well too. We've got this beautiful Bubble Mew. This is the weekend. He might see a lot of progress if everyone just chooses to. I'm hosting this to make Karis maybe feel a little better. You don't have to jump into it, but here's a little break on one of her drawings. We've never really done that before. So you could jump into a Quips Hunter, it's graded with TCC grading, it's authenticated. And it's just a really cute drawing, and she might feel a little nicer. She's feeling a little burnt out from her job, I guess. Here's Trade Meganium. He's the trade break. Here's the Lightning Sylveon we promised you. Very nice. Lots of stuff. If I wanted to buy remaining SpongeBob packs, what would you charge me? Yeah, so I'm not interested in removing SpongeBob from the menu, right? So he's not a liquidate this and get rid of it forever kind of product. But if we come over here, we got the Series 1 and we got these Topps Chrome packs. And I probably have another box of these on my shelf if you're wanting to open a whole box. So we have this, but here's the deal. The price will be based off of whatever SpongeBob's supposed to be sold at. So we'll find out how cheaply he can be restocked, and then we'll sell a little bit above that price. These guys are super unique, and I feel like they probably ought to just be graded. These are SpongeBob Top Series 1 packs. I don't know. They should probably just be graded. Maybe I'd just sell them. You were looking for the Topps Chrome ones? Are those the ones you wanted? Okay, I'd like to buy a few packs sealed of the Topps Chrome 2025. All right, so let's do a little bit of research. I'm sure we already have a price on that. So we've got those, and we've probably got a whole sealed box of them. And let's see what's going on with Topps Chrome SpongeBob. You know how many you wanted to buy? It's 2025. All right, let's see what we got going on for a box of this. Haven't seen Chrome SpongeBob's in the wild since they released those. Yeah, the hobby box is much more expensive than the standard box. All right, I've got some idea on the pricing here. I haven't done a price update on these in a while. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check a couple places to see if we can find the cheapest version of it. All right, that's pretty standard. And then, oops. All right, one more place. Mm-hmm. All right. And there's not a lot of packs per box, right? Let me check real fast. There's 12 packs per box. My God. It says here they should be being sold at $79 per pack. What are we currently selling ours at? SpongeBob. 62. Let's take a look at that. What's 62 times 12? Okay, I see. That's very interesting. So maybe that was why you were interested in them, is they seem so reasonably priced. But the fact of the matter is the product has gone up in price over time. Let me try this again. So I'm going to set it at $75 per pack. And you can go as crazy on it as you want. You can buy me out of all of them if you wish. We need to update this in the website. All right. How much for a whole box? I might be able to do a better price for you for a whole box. So if you give me a minute, I'll go look that up for you. But we're going to quick edit this if it will allow me. There it goes. Jeez Louise, that's slow. What the hell? Is it time for me to get a new laptop for this stream or what, guys? You know, if I got a new powerful laptop for this stream, maybe we swap over to a whole new setup. All right. So give me a moment here. He's interested in Spinjababadoo. All right, let me go grab the box. Let me ask you a question. How do you like to pay? Do you use Zelle or do you use PayPal? I can always go a little bit lower if it's Zelle. Mm. Oops. If you're wanting to do a whole box of them, I'm willing to do $7.99. That's what we would do. Now you have to recall this includes a couple things. It includes a restock fee and it includes processing fee and it includes sales tax. So if you think I'm getting rich off the sale of this one box, not really. But that's what we would do. $7.99 for a whole box. I use PayPal. If you had Zelle, we could do lower than $7.99. We could do, give me a second, $775. So with Zelle, you're saving like almost $25 on the purchase. Isn't that wild? Zelle's a big deal, guys. Yeah, PayPal's a thieving bastard. PayPal takes a lot, man. PayPal added $25 to the cost of that box. Because if I don't charge for those PayPal fees, then, you know, I could very quickly go negative on the sale of my goods. I have to be aware of the PayPal fee because it's so significant. I'd probably have to settle for packs instead. If you can do that, I'll let you know how they can still be shipped sealed. Wow, $7.99? Yeah, $7.99. All right, let me put this over here. Yeah, if you want to know why packs cost so much, part of it is processing fees. They add up 0.35% with PayPal, 0.35%. All right, so you had to look at that. I need to get to some orders now. Let's see what's going on. Let's get this label for Tai Hua now. Here it is. Turned out to be a 550 label. Here it is. And that's a light label. Boy, shipping is expensive these days. Okay. That's fine, but can they be sold sealed? I can ship the whole box to you sealed. I don't care. Yeah, I can ship the whole box to you sealed. No problem. Whatever you want. All right, so that was Tai Hua. That's done. Let's check PayPal real fast, see if there's any orders in the queue. There's no PayPal orders? Let me check the website real fast. What the? Yeah, prices just went up this week due to the gas prices increasing. Woo! All right. We do have a big order from Jeff. What's up, Jeff? He says a Team Rocket spot, a top spot, a one-piece box spot. Woohoo! Okay. So that box is officially in play now. Let's grab you a couple of these. This is a big Mr. big Mr. Jeff Leon order. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Mr. Jeff. Well, why don't they just make the gas cheaper? Here we are. All right. All right. Jeff Leon. Yeah, PayPal's a thieving bastard. They take so much money. They're like, we'll take that money. Thanks, PayPal. I was hoping you would. So this R Skies, it was a Roaring Skies booster pack, but we've been using it over and over again. It's like Pack Break 2 nowadays. So that's Pack Break 2. Pack Break 1, which is the Team Rocket pack, is right here. Let's count up the spots. Probably going to be like 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means the Rocket pack is officially more than halfway done. Cool. All right. Those vintage packs are pretty big business, guys. Those are very serious business now because they're so worth it to open now. Now that the PSA 10 common cards are selling for multiple hundreds of cards, even the worst ones are over 100. It changes the equation on opening vintage. It is. They're expensive, but the risk of opening them's lower because all you need is a 10 on pretty much anything and it'll pay itself. It'll make you profit. I mean, if you get a 9, it'll pay for itself now. So this shall say OP box. So there it is, one piece box. You're the first one in there. It's going to take a while for it to go off. Again, it's a 32 spot break. It's massive. I'm curious. I don't remember where I bought it, but I suspect I might have bought it here. Let me see this. Order history. Hey, what's up, Mr. Hawk? I remember when you couldn't give away Topps Pokemon. What? The moment I started selling, it was selling like fire, man. Back then, you could get a booster box for like $600, though. It was cheap. All right, I'm just curious. When did I buy this? Can I search? Let's say new era. Nothing? How about One Piece? Nope. How about OP05? I must have bought these from somewhere. Oh, nothing. Okay. I thought maybe I got the One Piece new era from freaking TCG Player or something. I guess I didn't. Where did I get them from? I didn't get them from eBay, did I? Did I really get them from eBay? Because if I got them from eBay, it's claiming I bought them 2 years ago. Has it really been that long? Those are Japanese, though. Wow. No, I don't know where I bought them from then. Crazy. They're not showing up where I thought they would. Where did I buy them? Bought them from someone, obviously. It's massive. It's been almost 2 years. First one of the new as well. The Mew. Nice. So, back to your order, Mr. Jeff. You'd like 5 the Dreamlike Oceans? Very good. Very good, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's some Dreamlike. Okay. Dreamlike Oceans. We want the Chinese 151 surprise. Oh, yes. No one has pulled a Gengar Pikachu. We're still interested in that. Looks like we need a fresh box, too. I just received 3 fresh cases of the 151 surprise because I'm really liking this product. I think that it's just this interesting product with good looking Gengars in it. Multiple Gengars can be pulled. The standard holo comes out all the time. I think that's a great pull. Then there's a chance for the Master Ball Gengar. I know because we pulled it once like 10 cases ago, it feels like. He's hard to pull, obviously, the Master Ball Gengar. And then finally, the Gengar Pikachu is just, it's never going to be a non-desirable card. The only thing I don't like about the vertical streams is that I can't do other apps while still listening. Yeah, I hear that one a lot, dude. I hear that one a lot. You basically have to have it pulled up on the phone. I get that one a lot. If only I could have the music playing in the background. Do you guys like it with no music in the background, or do you miss the music? It has a Chinese bubble Mew in it as well. Oh, I forget about that. Yeah, we just never pull it, it seems. Right. Okay, so I'm going to toss this. I was doing some back stretches, man. My back is all effed up right now. It's kind of sad. Okay, Waifu Shuffle, Live Custom Poke Shuffle. Okay, sounds good. Let me set these here. Let's take care of those. So we'll start with the Waifu Shuffle. No one seems to get lucky in the Waifu Shuffle, so maybe it'll be you, Mr. Jeff. There's some big ones in here, and I feel like you would appreciate them. Nah, no luck on that one. All right. Put that in the middle or something. One cold one in the Waifu Shuffles. How about them Poke Shuffles? Okay, we're going for that. One card snipe. What's the price on 151 Chinese? Those are like $6 a pack. It's a really good price right now, and I don't think it's going to last. I think eventually the supply on those will dry up because it's such a good set to open. All right, how about the live customs? Okay, one last chance for glory. Oh my God, isn't that nice, Jeff? Especially after the first two rounds were cold. Quilava, huh? Oh man, that's a good one too. That's a real good one. I know what that is. You pulled, I think, a $200 card. Let me show you what you pulled. That's crazy. You know, you lost only $20 on the Waifu Shuffle, then only $5 on the Poke Shuffle. This was 25, so the total cost was 50. But Quilava is like easily 200. You might be more than 200 now. When he went into the box, he was 200. Spend some time. Yeah, you just pull one of the best cards in the box, in my opinion. You know, there's all these modern cards, but look at that. That's going to be Sandstorm Quilava 10. I think he's an uncommon. So that's rare vintage Pokemon right there. Look at that. He's an uncommon. I got so lucky this graded 10. You know how hard it is to get 10s with tag? They're like impossible, dude. They require perfect centering. They don't allow bad centering on the back. They don't allow any flaws on the corners or edges. Really tough. So there you go. What do you think? Keep or re-roll? You can actually re-roll it to try for other stuff in the box. If I send you 211 on PayPal, can I get 3 Ren and Stimpy packs, 1 Topps Pokemon first movie series sealed? I can keep a I can keep them all sealed just as long. I don't know if you're asking for a discount, but I'm not offering any discounts. But yeah, if it adds up correctly to 211, you can always request that they stay sealed. I don't mind. That's why I agree with CGC. WTF, Waifu Shuffle. Did you see the guy who got raided by police while he decided to make Best Buy his private domicile? Yeah, there was a guy who was camping out inside a Best Buy in order to get ahead of the line for Pokemon cards. I think that is correct, right, or no? Yeah, just add it up correctly. And if you want them to be sealed, you can just tell me you want them sealed. Need to open my packs in the meantime. I can open your packs first if you're holding off on deciding. All right, here they are. Snipping this. Here we are. What do you guys think? Would you guys keep the Quilava or re-roll the Quilava? Okay. I think the audience likes to watch the Poke Shuffles more than they used to because now that everything's re-rollable, it's more dramatic. The hits, the misses, it's crazy stuff. Here's Drowsy and Mewtwo and Venusaur. I know Chad would love to see a reroll. Not always, not always. Chats like the rerolls, but sometimes chat. What they really do is they kind of take your shoes, they get themselves into your shoes, and they go, "Well, I think it's good because of this or bad because of that." Has anyone managed to pull Pikachu Gengar? Not yet. I guess he's tough to pull, but the packs are really cheap, right? So it kind of makes sense. All right, you did pick up a Venusaur. It's Nogala. What's up, man? How's it going, Nogala? Hey, guess what? I finally got a website. Here's Final Fantasy. You still collecting? Here's Elena. Here's Hey Nogala. I got a old signature card for you. It's in my shipping area. It was like for Christmas or something like 3 or 4 years ago, and it never got shipped to you because I didn't know where to ship it because I couldn't remember where to ship it. Here's Prish. Here's Cloud. He just sits there forever. Here's the Emperor. Ooh. All right, I'll put this over here. Nice of you to stop in, man. We're still choo choo training around out here, still huffing and puffing. We are. My music doesn't come through the microphone anymore, so that's kind of a change, I guess. All right. Why not? Let's have fun. Reroll for me. All right, so Quilava is going to be a reroll. I'm very curious about the Quilava myself. I'm gonna look it up. Sandstorm Quilava. If you need an address, just let me know. Yeah. So this is my email right here, TheCardconomist@gmail.com. And if you end up giving me an address there, I can ship that last slab out to you. Yeah. All right. So this is going to Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Where's Mr. Jeff? We keep you. Do we have a box for you? Let's see. You do have a box, but it's full, right? Yeah, it's full. Okay. That's why I was remembering. So then you've got this bag over here. Sure thing. I think we're still on Discord. Yes, I still have the same account on Discord if you prefer that. I don't mind. Either way will work. But I knew you had that card and I just kind of kept it around. I believe it was a vintage Totodile, and I had drawn on him to make him look like Santa Claus or something like that. This was years ago. And then that just never shipped out. So this is getting re-rolled. Now you get 90% of 200. I think that means the way we do it, after a certain threshold, we just remove 50, right? So because you would be getting $40 removed from this, right? So this would be 150 is the re-roll on this one, I believe, right? No. I'm doing it wrong. I'm thinking of it wrong. The threshold, it is 200 itself is the threshold. So your re-roll will be 175. All right, that's Quilava. And he will not be put back in that box. He'll get re-rolled without being replaced. All right, you ready? So 175, what's that? 7 spots? Here goes. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's a big re-roll. 7 spots, everybody. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, it was a long time ago, and I just thought it was a cool little thing. Look at all that. We still have that card you donated too from a long ass time ago. Do you remember that? You donated like a Ditto or something. We keep it in a folder. Here it is. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God. 6. Oh my God. No! You got liquidated. Oh my God. That was actually really rough. Holy. I actually feel really bad for you. Wow. That was a 7-spot reroll. No luck. I tell you what, I'll put you in the new second chance break. That was pretty rough. Jeff, you bought a lot of cards for me over time. I'm gonna give you a bonus, okay? Okay, here you go, Jeff. Jeff, you can have this pristine Odin I was trying to sell. So we're gonna give you this as a bonus pull. Ouchie. All right. No one bought it anyway, so there it is. That's Opus 1, pristine 10 hollow Odin. Not as bad as if you had just pulled straight cold, but you've opened a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna toss that in there as a bonus for you. Let me turn this down a little bit. I fought the law and the law won. Did you guys see the second chance break went off and a Joshua Rose pulled the bonus? Now Nogle is here. I'm gonna grab that card. I'm gonna show him this card he donated a long time ago. All right. So this is from a long, long time ago. Nogla once popped in the stream when Pokemon cards were a lot cheaper. It is. Check that out. Is he still watching? I hope he is. Just thought I'd show him that. Who's on this list who's still here? Here's Jonathan Morris. Here's TF. Kara Nichols. That's Kara Nichols is right here. Yeah. In the back there, Kyle Doss. Nogla donated this hollow Ditto. The rule was back then I'm not allowed to sell it. Pokey Kobe. CS-Man. That means he donated that when he was quite young. Found you, sent the DM. Nice. Check it out, Nogla. I just wanted to show you this. I don't know if you remember, but you donated this. And we put it in a folder and we were never going to sell it. See, so I want to show you this too. It's pretty neat. That was a long time ago. The packs back then probably cost like a third as much as they cost now. James O'Brien, Kyle Johnson, anyone else we recognize? It's been a long time, so there's been a lot of new people and people come and go, Theo Lang, Giovanni Luis Rodriguez. There's Mary. She's still around. If it's a giveaway, it's not sold. I actually sent for Gem 3, but I meant to send for 151. Surprise. Okay, I got you. Anybody else? Anthony Rodriguez. There's Anthony Rodriguez. That's Ants Taco now. He's the guy who said he started up a successful little business in the Collecticons where he sells food. He's having a lot of success with that. Hey, there's Cheese. There's Jack Gray. John Lohman. He still pops in, but he doesn't open anything. Yeah, so that was last updated on 2021, and then we stopped accepting entries. You guys think we should go back to doing that again? I think I couldn't recall why we stopped doing that, why we stopped accepting those. Oh, it was crazy different. It's more insane than I ever thought it would be now. Yeah, I was preaching Pokemon cards going to the moon the whole time, and I ended up keeping all my cards. Oh man, I wish I could show you. I normally have a really cool stack of cards to my left to show off, but they're all locked up. We were getting tornadoes. I locked them all up, but I keep my best cards to my left, like Legendary Zard and Gold Star stuff and Masaki Gengar. I'm very proud of that one, but yeah, it's been wild, and I've been a very lucky guy to hold on to as much as I could. Here we are. Now Pokemon cards are crazier than ever. Probably about 4 times as expensive as they once were. We still do stuff like this though. Look at that. We got Team Rocky, we got Top, so we still have fun over here. This is a drawing from that's my wife's drawing right there. So Eclipse Hunter. So she gets to draw Pokemon cards. It's pretty neat. I've seen the Instagram reels. Oh, good. People started donating cheap cards to the binder, so you stopped it. No, I think what it was I wanted real signatures in the binder. And when I realized I probably wasn't going to get that, I just kind of, I said, we don't need to do this. Mister, you started to get cheap cards, so you stopped it. Well, what happened was some people wanted to donate cheap cards, but I just said, let's do, above a certain threshold. I don't want an energy card in here, right? But that wasn't the real reason we stopped. The real reason was I wanted real signatures in there. All right, let's see. So we've got Mr. Andrew Martin. He says, finish my slab away and one spot in the box break. Here it is. Here we are. It was more like I felt it was maybe a little corny that I was just writing the people's name down and I wasn't getting a real signature. I think I had an idea of asking people to send in their signature to mail it in. Here we are. And when you ask people to mail stuff to your personal address, that becomes a little tricky, because then you got to start handing it out. All right, let's see. Let's grab this. In my brain, I was like, I don't know if there's an easy way to get people's signatures. Here we are. All right. I think also the idea of getting really expensive cards from people was kind of not making me feel super good either. This made me feel a little uncomfortable. All right, we'll put this over here. Finish my slab away, $200. Andrew Martin, let's go grab it. That is neat. I've seen the Instagram reels. Yeah, we're still, like I said, choo-choo training out here, still chugging along. Let's see, Andrew Martin, you had the Tag 10 Roaring Moon from December. Wonder if it's going to be in this box. Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite card? Do you still collect it all? I mean, you must have kept some of your cards, right? I hope you did. People should buy into that Sylveon. Is shipping still $9? No, it's still $9. We keep it at 9, even though shipping has gone up in price a bunch. Mr. Andrew Martin, let's see. We're checking to see if you're in here. You might be in here. Aha, here we are. Okay, so this is yours. Very good. All right. And it's sold for how much? $9.40. Wow. There it is. Mr. I know I'm glutton for punishment. I ordered another live. You got it, man. Well, 7 cold ones got swept out of the box. So we know the box is a little bit warmer at least. Because 7's a lot. Boop. All right, there we go. Andrew Martin, thank you so much. Here's Mr. Carlos, 2 ascended. Carlos is next. Here you go, Mr. Carlos. Ooh. Mr. I'm too broke for poking. Sad day. 6. How do we get you more money, 6? We are. 6. I once read an article about a woman who was doing 2, not 1, but 2 full remote jobs, and she was making like 400,000 a year. It was some high level work, but that makes me think there's got to be some full remote work you can learn to do. That might be really a good fit for you if your foot's healing. Here's Hunter. Here's Dust Docs Total Dial. Here's Ho-Oh. I'll make money again when I'm healed. That sounds good. 6, when are you going to start editing videos for us? You are? All right. That's Mr. Carlos. Carlos. Aha. Thank you, Mr. Carlos. Appreciate it, man. No crazy Gengar snipe this time. So Nogla popped in. That's really cool. Look at that. Very nice. Have a sip of this. I ordered a Jeff special snipe galore. I could do digital art. That's about all my talent. 6, I got to tell you something. Editing's a lot easier than you think it is. You could teach yourself video editing very rapidly. If you're good at digital art, I can almost guarantee you'll be good at video editing because they're quite similar. Like when I did the TheCardconomist channel and grew that to 130, I did both Photoshop and Premiere, I think it's called Adobe Premiere. So Adobe Premiere, you just pop a video in there and it's on a timeline and you just make some edits to it. And guess what? A lot of the keys are the same as Photoshop. They're actually made by the same company. So I assume you use Photoshop, and if you do, you already know pretty much how Premiere works, if you didn't know that. Just look at that. So I got good at Premiere, and then when it was time for me to learn Photoshop, it was really easy because it was actually almost the same buttons with a little slightly different, project that you're working on. So you're working on this thing that's in motion. A video is in motion, whereas an image is still. I use Paint Tool SAI. So you've never used Adobe Photoshop? You should. You can invest in. I guess it costs money to open those things, though, doesn't it? That's the downside is you have to spend money to actually do those products. Here's Hathim. He says Ascended Heroes 1 Rocket Korean. You got it. I'm going to run out of these Ascended Heroes in a second here. We're going to have to reprice those. You've never used Photoshop. I use Final Cut Pro and I have a Blu-ray Expert encoder. I learned Photoshop. Now, I didn't know anything about any Adobe products. I started from scratch, but I taught myself how to use them, and that's how I was able to build that channel. So, if you got a lot of free time on your hands, that's the perfect thing to be doing with your free time. Teach yourself some new software. Those are some high-paying jobs, knowing how to use Photoshop and Premiere. Photoshop, Premiere, Adobe Illustrator is another one. That's like, what do they call that? Those are Vex images or something like that, where the as you expand it, the image stays. Oh, the pixels increase as you expand it. That's what we use for our label system. See this label? It's done on Adobe Illustrator. That's where the design comes from, anyways. Adobe Illustrator. So knowing that class of software really well turns into high-paying jobs, Miss Six. And anyone can learn it from the comfort of their home. It's just a matter of passion. Got to stay passionate. 5 Korean rockets. All right, let's see. That's why I would advise to anyone who wants to make good money and have a stay-at-home job. Mr. Mike's side, he does editing for me, and I think he gets paid a lot, actually. So Mr. Mike's side gets paid pretty well to post those shorts, and I think that's he just taught himself the same ideas. Just how do I do Photoshop? How do I do video editing? 6 says I've lost all passion. Oh, see, that's part of the trickiness to it then. Yeah, passion's very important. You have to kind of have like a hunger for money. I'm real motivated. I'm like Scrooge. So the money in me, that Scrooge feeling keeps me up and working and trying new things and trying to learn something new and interested. You have something motivating you. Here we are. All right. I've lost all passion. How do we get your mojo back? Maybe some childhood abuse. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Good luck. Hathim. Here's Mischievous. Ooh, look at that Mischievous. Run that speed. Weird, weird. I'm not money motivated. I'm definitely like some kind of Scrooge type. You ever heard of like Scrooge? He's like this miserly, grumpy person, and all he cares, he's cheap. He doesn't like to pay his employees. Now that's not true with me. I like people that be paid very well, and I especially like it when people are very passionate and share my vision for how things should work out. But like Scrooge, he would keep his heat off in the winter because he knew it was cheap for things to be cold. So I'm a little bit like that. I'm not a little bit like that. That's basically just me in a nutshell. I'm real cheap and I like to work real hard. And I don't know what causes a person to be that way, but I think maybe extreme poverty when I was a kid played a role. Being too money motivated can be a problem. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the story, isn't it? That's the story of Scrooge. The story of Scrooge is all he cared about was money. So, that's a good story for someone like me to listen to because it kind of warns you against it. Ooh. There's another movie that makes me think of Scrooge, and that's There Will Be Blood. Man, that's such a good movie. Do you guys like that one? That's a favorite movie of mine. That opening scene where he finds the silver and he's just kind of like dragging himself across the dirt because like something blew up and he fell over. I so relate to that early scene. That feels exactly like my earliest years after leaving home. Like I was just doing anything to stay alive. I was like, I cannot go homeless. We are. Daniel Day-Lewis is so good. I read the Scrooge comics. I love them. Don't lie. You just paid to fix your HVAC. Scrooge wouldn't have done that. Yeah, but I didn't do a maintenance on my HVAC for like 3 years though. So I don't know. That's kind of cheap, right? There you go. And if your HVAC blows up, that's actually a lot more expensive than just maintaining them. So, it's kind of mixed. All right, here we are. But yeah, he's scraping about for that bit of silver and he's just wheeling and dealing. I didn't agree with everything about his character, but I kind of got it. Like when I'm watching, I'm like, I get this guy. He's just got this weird, fierce competitiveness inside of him, and he just wants to win at all costs for some reason. And he's so, so, so severely just angled in that direction with his personality that he ends up burning up all his other, relationships. Now I don't know about doing that. I don't like to do that. But what's funny is I get it. I understand that competitiveness, winning at all costs. That's who he was, and you got to look out for that because it's not necessarily good to be that way. He was basically a bad guy by the end of the movie. All right, here we go. That was a really good movie. Here's all right. We have a Mr. Harry Kennison. Hey, what's up, man? Long time viewer, but first time order. Can I get 2 spots in the Topps pack break? One Simpsons pack, one Harry Potter pack. Yes, sir. All right. So we got a really nice Victini bonus card for you today. I'm loving this. We're meeting all kinds of new people. This card's probably a 10. You could grade that with PSA and it would probably grade 10. So if you guys can't hear this music, should I just play a different album? I do HVAC. 3 years isn't anything to what I've seen. Yeah, well, then also, though, the woman who owned this house before us, I don't know how long she waited to service them either. So the truth is, they might not have been serviced for like 6 years. All right, can I get 2 spots in the Topps pack break? Yes, sir. Yesterday, the Topps pack break was just flying off the shelf. And so it looks like today it's going to be moving kind of fast as well. Nice to meet you, man. He said, long time viewer, first time buyer. I noticed that's a thing where people will watch for a while before they give it a try. So that's very interesting. Yeah, wizard heavy. There it is. Uh-huh. All right, let's grab this. Let's see, you're going right into the Roaring Skies box. You're Mr. Dedizard. You know what's funny? Alex accidentally hid your account the other day. He didn't mean to. He did it by accident. Here it is. 3 of these. I caught it. I saw it, and I was like, wait a second. Not Dedizard. Oh, man, I hate this song. What is this? Is this the end of the album? Oh, my gosh, it's the end of the album. All right, there we go. Start the beginning of the album. We used to be poor, now we're pokey rich. Yeah, a little bit. That's actually a little bit true. How many people we got in here? 3 out of 7. So there's 3 out of 7 people in the Topps pack break right now. So we need 4 more people. $28 per spot. That pack break goes off. Let's show it off again. There it is. Lovely. All right. Okay. 1 Simpsons pack, 1 Harry Potter pack. Harry Potter. Let's get that Harry Potter pack, that Harry Pooter pack. All right. I got to make as much money as I can because eventually they're going to diagnose me with failing lungs or something. There we are. I laugh, but I feel like there's some truth to that. Look at all these new guys. AC Simpsons, Christian Garcia, Tyler Lamont, Jamie Lopez, Tyler Land, Rodrigo Cruz, Eric Oberhammer, Christopher Hayworth, and Harry Kennison. That's 9 new guys. That's really cool, man. So how about that Simpsons pack? Let's go grab that. That's going to be way back here. Do you ever get scammed off of fake sealed packs lately? Not us. So far, we've done well. We do a good job sourcing our product. So we've gotten lucky, but it's happened before. It's almost unavoidable in this hobby because people are bad people out there. But let's say I buy a product and it's resealed and you're trying to open it. I'll make sure that we get rid of the bad one and fix it. So that's one of the nice things. You get like insurance when you buy the packs. That's something they don't tell you. If you go buy your own product off of like whatever, eBay, you just get what you get. When you buy it here, it's coming with insurance. So I guarantee your pack will not be a resealed pack. I will not lie, cheat, or spit. Here we are. That's one of the small benefits over here. But we've been lucky. I don't think we've ran into too many sealed packs, resale packs. It's because we work so hard to get quality stuff, and we're picky about who we buy from. You ever seen these? These are a lot of fun. I'm Lisa Simpson. I'm above domestic cleaning. There's nothing more disheartening to young, fertile minds than the 5 o'clock news hour. Now, I liked the news when I was a kid. I was a little weirdo, I guess. I loved hearing about what's going on in the world. Go to bed right now. I got that with the rocket pack, and the pack had air escaping from it later. Ugh. So you got a rocket pack, and there was air trying to escape the pack. Is that what you said? That's so weird. The packs are made with tiny slits in the sides of the pack, if you've never noticed that before, so that air can always escape. There should never be air stuck in the pack. Actually, that should be true for these, right? Yeah, see these little dots right here? Dot, 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 dot. So those allow air to escape the foil pack, right? Yeah. I think the seller did that to make it heavier. I didn't know I was on anything. Sweet. We used to be poor, now we rich. All right, so picking on Neville, bludger in the stands, midair collision. We're looking for a hollow, teacup to rat. In your case, you are getting the color changing ink. All right, you get 1 rare card, not a holographic. These are vintage Harry Potter cards. They're $8 a pack. Kind of an interesting time to open Harry Potter. You know, they got that new show coming out. We don't know if it's going to be good or not. You're right. There we go. So that's for you. We'll get you a new bag, and you'll find out what comes out of the Topps pack when that actually activates. So we have to get a total of 7 people in there. No one paid attention to them. All right. I have some random Harry Potter packs. I bought it years ago. Mister, with all the EX era reverse exploding, do you think it's worth opening up sealed boxes of those sets for grading? Yeah. If you can afford one. You're not gonna afford a box, but yeah, it's a good set. Okay, that's gonna say 5.26. Do you still have Japanese Tyranitar Neo 4 for sale? Hey, it's Captain Rafa. How's it going, man? I wouldn't say he's necessarily for sale, but there's a price for everything. Did you want one? Neo 4, Japanese Tyranitar. He's a good card, isn't he? All right, let's see. I mean, anything's for sale at the right price, I guess, would be my answer. Here you go. You're going up in the H box. There you go. Ugh. Now, let's get these rotated. We've got this Dragonite Go, Goop Gas Attack, You know, Goop Gas Attack ought to just go up into the live custom, shouldn't it? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 spots. All right. And we'll just make him 175. Simple enough. How many packs do you have? I don't know. Packs of what? Harry Potter? There it is. Here's this. I've had a lot of people reach out to me lately looking for a real good card. They'll be like, hey, I saw you got this thing. You selling it? Never had that happen so much before. I mean, there was always a couple of inquiries here and there, maybe like once every other week. Now it's like I get a couple inquiries a day for some of the cards we show on like Instagram, for example. And people are just nuts about it. They're like, hey, I'm buying. But, you know, actually, when you get into the weeds and you actually ask them, okay, what are you paying? They never want to pay anything good. They're always like, nah, I'll buy it at yesterday's price. How about that? And it's like, no. They always offer a price where it's like, that's what I would buy it at. I'd buy it at that price right now if it was for sale. It is. All right. Like somebody came forward, they wanted my Umbreon, the Sandstorm Umbreon, and they're like, I could do 6K. I was like, bro, if there was one for sale for 6K right now, I would just go buy it. Such a good card at 6,000. Definitely going higher than 6K. That's such a good price. You have too many good cards. I got a couple. I got lucky that I have a couple. And there's some guys out there with much better collections than me. But I'm lucky to have held on to a couple of them over time. We are. All right. I know, like TCA Gaming, you watch TCA Gaming, I think everyone does. That guy, he just sold over $1 million cash in Pokemon cards on like eBay. I know he did. I tracked it. He just sold over $1 million cash Pokemon cards. And I know for a fact he's got way more cards left. So he only sold a portion of his collection, not very much. And I don't know what he does with the $1 million. Maybe pay off his home. Maybe he'll put it in the stock market. I don't know what he plans on doing with it. Re-roll it back into Pokemon. I don't know. Maybe he's just going to hold on to it for a couple years. But well, that made me jealous when I saw it. I was like, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should get rid of some of my cards. What's your best card? Ooh, that's a very common question. I mean, I got Legendary Zard 10. I got Gold Star Gyarados 10. I got Masaki Gengar 10. Um, Although I really like our Dark Dragonite No Hollow, but he recently sold on Golden for like 70, 75K. I don't remember. But I feel like ours is more special than any other no hollow Dragonite because we actually have a video of it being pulled, which is I believe to this date still the only video of that occurring. So it makes it really cool, right? All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and refresh this to the next order is. All right, so we had the Jeff order here, and then we have a Mr. Shahir order. He's got a really big order. What are we doing here, Shahir? So you wanted a quantity of 54 of Gem Volume 3, but you're saying it should have been 151, right? And are they the same price? Let me just double check that they're the same price. You know, I think you're sniffing up a better tree over here with this other set. Gem 3 versus 151 surprise. So we'll have to convert it because Gem 3 is $1 cheaper. We'll have to convert it. Is that all right? We'll say 270 divided by 6, which is 45 packs. All right, sounds good. So 45 packs. And if I'm not mistaken, one box is 15 packs. So we'll start like this. We got 15. I think you did good timing on this too. 30, 15, 30, 45. There it is. All right. So let's see if we can pull you an alt card or a master ball or something. Okay. Good luck. Ready? Snip number 1. This is a gigantic Shahir order, everybody. All right. Mr. Shahir still recovering from the days of the Prismatics. I can't believe how rough it was on you. And then somebody ends up pulling the Umbreon anyways. There we go. Sorry about the confusion. No, you're good. It's all good. Made no difference to me. Okay, throw that away. All right. It was nice seeing Nogla. I'm glad he stopped in and said hi. I felt like that was really nice. Yeah. All right. It's cool seeing big YouTubers being involved in the Pokemon card hobby. Yeah. Okay, snipping up this. I know a lot of the Pokemon hobby can seem kind of toxic or greedy or autistic or something, but also it's a lot of fun too, you know? Okay, what we got? Here's Gyarados. We've got Nidoran. Shiny Jigglypuff in this box. It's not bad. Shiny Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's one of those 151 Pokemon, right? A little easier to sell as a result. Here's a Vaporeon. We got Charizard. Okay, so your EX is Charizard. Now you're hoping for also a... I love that Magneton, by the way. You're looking for a Master Ball now. Here's a Cubone. Vaporeon. Mewtwo. Rhyhorn. Moltres. Ditto. Master Ball Ditto would be cool as well. Ditto is become, in my opinion, a more desirable Pokemon to own as a result of Pokopia. Ditto's the main character. And Ditto's been kind of this Pokemon that's been getting a lot of attention for a while anyways, like, for example, Detective Pikachu. So I feel like they really try to push Ditto. Hey, what's up, Mr. Alex Silva? How's it going, man? Happy Friday, by the way, guys. I hope you guys are having a lovely Friday. Well, it was tempting to skip this stream. I'm not going to lie. The weather outside is so gorgeous. It's like, it's really shocking how nice it is. I wonder if I could, my wife was thinking about going shopping with her friend tomorrow. I wonder if I could actually change those plans. Snip this. All right. Good. Okay. Throwing that out. Here's Mewtwo. Ninetales. All right. Ninetales is Ninetales. So Ninetales in this box, huh? How about Weezing? Vaporeon? Dodrio? When we first got this set, there was so much hype for it, and we were charging like $10 a pack. It was really pricey. But you know, I looked at it, it was kind of hard to access. Like it was hard to find a guy that you could rely on in China to get it over here to the US and, you know, get it across the border without really high tariffs. And so, you know, I didn't want to buy a lot of it because I wasn't so sure how popular it would be. Then as time went by, it became easier to access. And at the same time, it became a lot more clear that Pikachu Gengar was a big success. All right, that's box number 2. We got Ninetales and Kangaskhan. Here we are. Whenever my girlfriend goes shopping with friends, it's guaranteed $300 spend. Here we are. Nah, Karis doesn't. She's not like that. Got a good new pincer? No, not a good new pincer. Here we are. Ready? All right, one more box. Already snipped it, didn't I? Zombia head. All right, there we go. Tossing that away. Throwing this away. All right. Good. Let's snip this up. There's snip number 1. We got snip number 2. And snip number 3. That's 3 good snips. All right. Last chance to pull an Altart. It's going to be Shiny Pidgeotto. All right. Darn. Dar. The quest for a big hit goes on, Mr. Shahir. Here's Pidgeot. Now, how about Master Ball, though? Gengar Master Ball. Hey, there's a Gengar. Gengar Master Ball would still be a really nice improvement if we could get a Gengar Master Ball. Let's see if we get lucky. You know, we've opened a lot of this product, and it does seem kind of hard to get exactly what you want. Here's Zapdos. Zap, zap, zap. Hey, Zapdos. Omastar. Marowak. Marowak. Articuno. Seal. And... Come on now. Nah, no Master Ball. Well, here are my thoughts. You did get 2 boxes with shinies in it. I think the shinies are better than the standard SRs. Like the Ninetales is a standard SR. All right, there's a whole bunch of Chinese hollows. And then what you've got here is Gengar, Zapdos, Pidgeotto, Kangaskhan, Ninetales, Charizard, and the Jigglypuff, which is only decent, isn't it? So we got these 2 shinies. This Gengar, which is probably pretty gradable, believe it or not. Like the Gengar, he might almost sell for 110. So Gengar and these 2 shinies here are the strong pulls. Ninetales, you know, it's Ninetales. Ninetales SR. Kind of a rough round, I feel. All right, Shahir. I feel that's a little bit of a rough round. Let's grab a box. You know, I always wish for you to pull really good cards, Mr. Shahir, because you certainly deserve some. You are. You deserve a big snipe. I think Shahir's payday is around the corner. Okay. Is it true Japanese pack prices are going up? Yeah, well, I mean, Japanese pack prices were always really low, right? Like, you have Pokemon English selling for like $12 a pack, and meanwhile, you got the Japanese counterpart selling for just 5, less than half. So I think people, of course, are going to notice that and buy more of the Japanese product. But also, I think the retailer itself said, hey, you know, we're selling this at 10% higher than we used to. We're also hearing the same news for Korean Pokemon cards. This is probably exactly meant to counteract all of the foreigners buying up their local cards. That's probably the point of it. So, yes, you're going to see higher Japanese Pokemon card prices. On top of that, you have the Trump tariffs causing the Pokemon cards to be artificially more expensive than they were meant to be. That's too bad, too. That raises their price by 15%. So, you know, what you're going to see from all that is upward pressure on the English cards because people are going to prefer those because they know they cost a lot, but they still get them at relative to the Japanese and Korean prices. They're still getting kind of, you know, I don't want to say a fairer deal, but why pay all that extra for packs that really ought to be pretty cheap? Prismatic. All right, we need to open a fresh box of Prismatic and then Ascended Heroes. We're going to need new Ascended Heroes too. So Prismatic and Ascended Heroes, they need restocks. I'll be right back. I got to go get a box of Prismatic. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. My back hurts, man. There we are. Look at all that, Mr. Shahir. Does this give you trauma to look at? Let me put this here. Traumatic evolutions. There you go. All right, so a live custom and a Pokey Shuffle. You got it. Live custom Pokey Shuffle. Well, aren't you lucky? And I wish that them rather be sleeping. I slept through my work alarm almost. 1, 2, 3. To service the nighttime stream, I'm actually like completely asleep when it's time to go live, and then a little alarm goes off that wakes me up around 1 a.m. It's really rough because I'm warm in bed and Karis is sleeping, and then I peel myself out of bed. I'm dead tired. My brain's like, yo, you're supposed to be sleeping right now. I peel myself out of bed to go do the stream. Oh, that's 2 cold ones. All right, no super snipe there. One Waifu Shuffle as well. Let's get the Waifu Shuffle. Maybe a luck in the Waifu Shuffle this time. Ready? Mr. Lure. I'm going to cuddle with Mr. We are. Ready? It's warm. Oh, my God, dude. What is the Waifu Shuffle going to pay out? There goes. All right, Waifu Shuffle has been unlucky a couple rounds in a row now. Ooh, still a chance for glory. Let's see what happens. Now, the only problem is all these packs here are pretty unlucky packs. They're known to be unlucky. Well, one pack sniping is a real thing. Let's see what goes on. Okay. Is it gay if you cuddle with your homies? Not if it's real cold out. Then you're just surviving, you know? Survival skill. All right, what we got here? Oh, look at you. You do get a little snipe. You get full art LOZ. Okay. Prismatic. That's not bad, is it? Typical hollers. And wow, you do pretty good on one pack. Mega Eel Ectros. All right, no complaining now. You had a hot round there, Mr. Jeff. How about that? How about that? Mega Eel Ectros, everybody. Wow. Okay. The Charmander's not bad either. My name is almost Sarah. Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? There we go. Yeah, wait, is this Sarah's turn? I think this is Sarah's turn. Well, Charmander Hollow isn't something to scoff at either. Okay. Nowadays. Wow, we've already been live 72 minutes. You know, it feels like it's been like 10 seconds for me. Crazy how the time moves when you're live, especially in a busy live stream. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, you're not feeling too bad now, are you? Now you're feeling pretty good, right? Right. So this goes in the PSA 8s box. Pull this over here. I just sold a Hello Kitty on eBay, not this one, a different one for $50. So that just sold. That one's $80 though. That one's kind of a nice one. That's actual Hello Kitty. That's like meow, Hello Kitty, full on kitty cat. We have an order with Marius Larson, 10 Poke Shuffles, no cold ones. Marius, I've seen you pull really rough rounds. Let's see what happens for you today. Marius Larson, 10 Poke Shuffles. Will you be getting in The Hobbit, the Superheroes CMTG collector booster boxes? The Hobbit, really? CMTG, Collector Magic the Gathering booster box. I didn't even know that those were a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the Hobbit is coming out. I would be pleased to have the Hobbit. It is Gengar T9. Oh, it's T9 Gengar. Oof. Oof. All right, not super hot. Yeah, I would be happy to get them. I really ought to get all the collector booster boxes. I didn't get the last one. I could still get it. I just don't know if it's too late. So you got a Gengar 9, bro. Yeah, there's a 9 in the box. What the hell are we doing with a 9 in the box? Where is it? Somewhere. Where is he? There he is. He's worth $25. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. Releases late June. Oh, okay. Late June, The Hobbit. I think The Hobbit sounds fun. I don't know if it'll be as popular as the Lord of the Rings set, but I think it sounds fun. The Hobbit did sort of well in movie theaters, didn't it? Damn, still a Gengar, though. I did, Alex. I heard about that. Alex says, did you hear that the Chase Morgan story was fake? You know, I saw a picture of the guy who was making the claims that, you know, she drugged him and forced me to have sex with her and turned me into her sex slave. Yeah, you just couldn't stop at any minute, huh? But, you know, I saw his face and I immediately thought, dude, this lady's way hotter than this guy. She could have a different guy like that. Why she needs to turn this guy into some kind of sex slave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was immediately suspicious. I was like, I don't know, bro. That sounds like a made up story. Yeah. Yeah. When you see his face profile, you think to yourself, it's like, you know, I didn't think he was like ugly or anything, but I'm like, she's kind of hot. She can go have sex with some dude. She doesn't need to beat this guy up. And then also there was this line where he claimed she used this word, calcium cannons, and I thought to myself, so this lady isn't just some sort of, you know, sex master. She's also a redditor. Like, yeah, right. She said calcium cannons. So I didn't, the moment you read more and more of the details, the more it sounds like, oh yeah, this actually might just be a fantastic lie. 1, 2, 3. Can I have a pack for free? Hell yeah, dude. You just have to say, please, bro, please, bro, please, bro. You just have to say that, okay? Please, bro. You have to repeat it over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is, Gengar. There you go. Ah, much better. Lucario. Okay, good reroll this time. I put this back in, didn't I? How many cards did I give him? Did I give him 5 when it came back out? Oops. I think I gave him 5. Yeah, it's because I was talking. As long as he didn't pull this one on the 5. I think I pulled out 5 for him. I'm gonna put one back in. There you go. Okay, so you get the Lucario. Let's go grab that Lucario. All right, Lucario upgrade. Let's go find him. Let's see, Lucario. On this theater. So many pulls in here. Holy cow, guys. There is a lot of slabs, actually. So I feel like we just added that one. Why is it in the back then? Is it this one? Yeah, it is. All right, so that's Lucario. You may think to yourself, oh, it's just a holo, but keep in mind, he's actually 4 years old already. So this is a 2022 Lucario. Still kind of cool. Let me know if you want to keep or re-roll. It is Mr. Marius. I'll keep him. Marius Larson. Okay. It's a me, Marius. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Ugh. The box is so damn heavy. I feel like it's going to break. JC, hey, it's JC. 3 boxes, solo leveling 1 spot in the Mew bubble, 1 spot in the One Piece OP5 break. Oh, LaFlame, we're hosting a box break on One Piece OP5. There it is. It's 1 in 32. You can look up the cost of them online if you want to check that price. It is. I think it's a decent break. It's going to be Mr. JC. It's a pretty ambitious box break because, I mean, it's huge. Really, really expensive. All right. We already got 3 guys in there. Just 29 to go. Oh, my eyes itchy. All right. I'll show you huge. Yeah. He's talking about his credit card debt. So sure, I will get in. Mister needs to fix your Coinbase. Oh, yeah, I need to do that. Actually, why did I need to do that? Not only did I need to do that, but Coinbase, something popped up in my mind about Coinbase. I can't remember what it was. Oh, because I have the premium account with them, right? They're charging me like $30 a month, to reduce the transaction fees, but I'm not receiving any transactions through Coinbase. So I got to fix it, man. Yeah, I noticed that today. All right, let me put this here. Yeah, that is a struggle. I'm sorry. 1 spot in the Mew bubble. It is. I hate that they got to make it so much work. All right, now this is going to the Bubble Mew. Bubble Mew. Bubble Mew's an ambitiously large break, too. It's the rare candy break. We have a lightning break. It's this really beautiful Sylveon. There it is. It's basically an alt art from 2021, and yet it's only 1 in 5. How? That's basically an alt art, right? This is an alt art, and it's 1 in 5. Somebody explain why it's so cheap. You can't. When you look up the cost of the raw card's super expensive too. So why is this so cheap? Doesn't make any sense to me. Now, you're in the Mew. Let's get the Mew updated here. Should say 16, right? Mew's at 16 over 30. That means Mew's making good progress. He's more than halfway done. He's officially more than halfway done. 3 boxes of solo leveling 1. Got 1 box here. Our price on solo leveling 1 is actually cheaper than eBay. So it's really, really competitive. Okay. Let me text Karis real fast. Let me text her this thing. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. There we go. Whew. Now, I did my Pokemon orders. Nice. All right. I'm going to take care of all the orders. All right, guys? Oldest order goes first. Okay. All right. Mr. JC, see what we got for you. There's a big pull in here, a Sungjin Woo pull. Is apparently pretty expensive. Don't open mine, says STP World. All right, no opening your order. Sounds good. You want yours to stay sealed. Good reminder. Oh, there's that. All right, nude. Nice. Whoa, look at all that. Wow. That's not even going to fit on screen, really. I might as well just cut this over here. I can't get them all on screen. Let's start snipping. That's 3 boxes of solo leveling. You see it getting liquidated because the price on it is too good, guys. Snipping that. Snipping this. Okay. And snipping this. By the way, I don't know if you guys remember, but we have a Minecraft box break. It's 2 out of 4 now. There's 2 spots remaining for 40 bucks. If you want a shot at a whole box of Minecraft, it sounds goofy, but I mean, it's a bit of fun too. Here's Sungjin Woo, and it's a whole box. It's actually kind of like discounted. It would normally be more expensive. All right. Okay. He's S rank. Sungjin Woo. All right. We're looking for those big hits in here. Woo Jin Chul. By the end of this, I'm going to know how to speak Korean. Here's E rank. He's a wimp. The girls don't even want him. They have to take care of him. Here's Choi Jung In. Did you ever go after the Japanese Pokemon guy finally? No, I haven't worked on that in a minute. Here it is. A rank Woo Jin Chul. All right, and Huang Dong Su. Here's Jun Tae. Yoon Seok. Here's An Song Min. Ooh, Sung Jin Woo. Did you go after the Japanese Pokemon guy? You're talking about after he sent me like a half of what he still owed me? Sure. That was the most recent development. Is he actually did mail over some more cards? He's a dweeb. Long Dong Su. Ooh, Long Dong Su. Here's Idris. All right. Here's Cha Hei In. Holy mama. Choi Jong In. Look how she's like this lead sexy character. And what is she? She got like the special eyes and the blonde hair. Oh my God. My God, bro. You better be born a blue-eyed, blonde-haired girl in this world, or else you won't be featured in anime. Here's Yu Jin Ho. There we go. All right. This guy, he's like a sneak. This guy, he's got his red suit. He's like, actually, he's Jungsun Woo. I think he's a secret S rank. There we go. Good. So that was 2 boxes. No super hits out of those 2 boxes I noted. Maybe in here. Okay, maybe a super hit in here. You're still getting all these cards at a great price. So I don't know what each individual card is worth, but you're probably making your money back while you open these. To be honest, because I've seen some of these cards that are not the big chase hits, and they'll sell for like 10 or 20 bucks easily. Some of these cards will. So we may not have that memorized as a group, but I know every time I've looked these up, they've been kind of expensive. Here goes. All right. Here's Cha Hei In. Okay. Simida. Here's Baek Yun Ho. Oh. Here's the Choi guy, sometimes known as Bak Choi. Here's Igris. Oh, yes. Here's Woo Jin Chul. I like that name, Jin Chul. I'm naming my kid Jin Chul. We've got Choi Jong In. Oops. The set's not very large if you look at it, is it? It's like there's a limited number of characters, really. Ooh, there you go. S rank Soon Jin Woo. Now, we've got the sneaky guy. Again. Younger sister. Still in high school. And Woo Jin Chul. All right, there we have it. No super snipe this time. That's kind of typical. These boxes don't produce like the $200 to $500 hits every time, or else they wouldn't be worth $200 to $500. But here we go. We got a lot of nice one-piece cards now. Some of these are pretty gradable. Look at these. Cool, right? All right, all right. Look at this. Ooh. This show's fun. Me and Karis, we watched it. Do they have a new season out yet? I haven't checked. When are they putting out a new season of this? All right, Mr. Jonathan, where did we place you last? You up here. Joseph Haney's up here. Ah, you got a box. Oh, yes. The JC box. I'll get you a new bag. Thanks for the big order. Did you guys know this was a big order? All right. That was a $200 order. If you saw anything in there that you really liked, I bet you it could be graded. PSA does grade those. Or maybe it's wiser to just go deeper to try and pull the next hit. I actually have quite a few of those boxes left. Hathim, 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! Rare TV. Okay, Hathim. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rare TV. 5 more Korean Rocket. All right, 5 more Korean Rocket. 2, 3, 4, 5. I also ordered shipping too. Okay, round of shipping for you as well. Here we are. What we got? Snipping this. Snipping this. Mr. Hathim. All right. Here's heavy polymerization. Ooh, not to be confused with light polymerization. Tatsunoko. Okay. Skull Servant with a weird border around it. Does that make it like more valuable? Here's some hollows. And here's some hollows. All right, kind of a cold round there, Mr. Thim. I think. I'm still learning those. Let me know if I sent enough. If not, you can DM me later. Well, you should be checking the price and adding it up, okay? So make sure that you check the price that you added it up correctly, all right? It's kind of interesting that you asked me that. It makes me wonder if you added it right. Yeah, pull out a calculator real fast and add your order up if you're worried about that, okay? There we go. PokeRev displayed a collection of all 31 original first edition WotC boxes, which was rumored at the time to be valued at millions. Yeah, he's doing pretty well. There's definitely big Poke collectors out there, man. There's guys who are they are not doing too bad in life right now. 'Cause all they did was hold on to Pokemon. That's all they had to do. Cold and Crobat. Ooh, Crobat. That's not a bad situation to be in, is it? All right. I did with shipping. I hope I did. There we go. That's for Hithim. Hithim, you got a lot. You have a nice little fat baggie here. I know you do. Here you are. Thank you, Hithim. No overframe on that round. We got a lot of that Rarity V, but we're selling through it. It is selling. Oh, Salamence. Quips Hunter as a break. What do you guys think of that? Is it too ugly? It's probably too ugly. We have an order from Mr. LaFlame. He says 15 of the 151 surprise. All right, you got it. Whew. Trying to keep up here so that we get this all done on time and don't have a long wait time. I'm hoping my Neo Charizard will go up in value. It's gone crazy, the Japanese one. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Definitely a lot of new money in this hobby. Logan Paul, hate him or love him, he definitely left his mark on the Pokemon card hobby. It really exploded. It was already doing well before his sale, right? Like Pokemon cards were already doing well in 2025. But then he got that Illustrator Pikachu sale at 16 million, and boy, it took off after that, man. Definitely accelerated after that. Snip this. All right. All right. Good. Shinji Roaring Moon Slats. Ready? What we got? Here's Magikarp. Moltres. Snorlax. Yatrados. Come on, Pikachu Gengar. Where you at? Ninetales. Woo! Double Ninetales. Who doesn't want a double Ninetales? Here's Jolteon. Kangaskhan. That's a cold box. I'm sorry. Well, let's check for a Master Ball at least. You could get a Gengar Master Ball. Here's a Voltorb. Omastar. Marowak. Golbat. The set's so fun to open because chasing after the Pikachu Gengar is so desirable. Eradicate and Chansey. All right, kind of a tough round there, Mr. LaFlame. Give it away, mister. All right, you got it. I'm going to do that, all right? I'll set this here. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set these to the next first time pre-order. So I'll let them know you were the one who donated it. That's very nice of you. But yeah, no joy in that box. That box didn't have anything. No Chinese Alt-Art, no Master Ball, definitely no Pikachu Gengar. All right, I'm sorry about that. Let's hit refresh and see how we're looking now. I'm hoping my Neo chart. Thoughts on getting Gundam TCG? You know, I've seen that the Gundam TCG has kind of moved forward with new sets. I'm tempted to get one. All right, so Jeff Leon says he'll take a Final Fantasy booster. That's pretty expensive. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and a Foundations booster. Oh man, very, very interesting. Let's go grab these. This is a $260 order. There it is, Magic and Foundations, huh? Where's my Foundations? Here's this guy. Is this Foundations? Here's Foundations. All right, lovely. Ooh. That's pricey. He's going deep on this, guys. This is a big order. Why don't we start with the cheapest? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Wow, this episode brought to you by Mr. LaFlame for sure. Let's grab this. Ready? See how we're doing here. Snipping this. All right. Good. Throwing that away. So it's the beginning of a new month, and that means we're going to be checking. We're going to be checking the slab away slabs. Action News Crew, Zog, Triceraton Castaway, Tenderize, Dimension X, Jenica Bad Apple Big Sister. Jenica. All right, here's General Trog. Venus, torn between worlds. What? Here's Henchbots. Vibrant Cityscape. Thorvist. Casey Jones, Vigilante. Here's Northampton Farm. Splinter the Mentor. Arcbound Ravager. Oh, Michelangelo, Weirdness 211. All right, I like it. That's nice. Those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards look so cool. Yeah, they sold really well. So maybe I should stock up on more of them because maybe they would just keep selling well. Oops. And keep this in frame. Here it is. All right, so here's Arcbound Ravager. Here's Splinter the Mentor. All right. Northampton Farms, Casey Jones. All right. Here's a couple of these. Venus card. Did you hear about the Korean event that got shut down? Yeah, I already had a guy. He's my Korean card supplier, and he was telling me he was going to give me those magic cards for $120 a piece. And I was like, bro, I don't know if I want them. And then the event opened up, and what was there, like 40,000 people there, some problem like that? So there's all these people coming to go collect that magic card so that they can make an easy $100 to $200. I mean, imagine going to something like the Renaissance Fair, and not only do you get to have fun at the fair, but you're going to get paid like $100 to be there, essentially, because of this bonus card. Just like the McDonald's Pikachu in Japan. So they shut that down because it was too extreme. There were too many people there. All these people lining up to get their free money. You get free money events, and people are lining up. And the guy who was going to supply me, he even told me he had a network of people who were going to get him a whole bunch of those magic cards. Now, he hasn't talked to me since they shut it down. So, but, I heard that the magic cards got more expensive online. But I took one look at that card, the Korean magic card. I took one look at it, and I'm like, I am not buying that. It's ugly. Not even a good looking card. That's the craziest part. Nothing about it is unique. Just some simple ass magic card, and people are gonna way overpay for it. You know, so I'm not even gonna touch it. Not gonna be on this table. We're not collecting that one. It's. I got it. We're in a bull market. We are in a bull market. There's no doubt about it. And in a bull market, every card looks hot and valuable, and some of them, I promise you, are not. Some of those cards, when we enter a bear market, some of those cards are crashing to the bottom. Raise the past. And I've done this a long time. And when a card is ugly, it's got no shot. So you go collect a bunch of ugly cards during a bull market and think you got a valuable card. You just wait for that bear market to arrive and it'll change your mind real fast. You'll be like, why did I ever collect this? When you have a card that's both ugly and going down in price, you will be racing to get rid of it. You'll be like, why can't I get rid of this fast enough? Pokemon never drops, it only goes up. Here's Race the Past for now. Yeah, for the minute. It'll start going down. We got Exemplar of Light. That magic card is bad. I need it now. Yeah, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to buy it. Now it costs more than $120. So he was going to sell it to me for $120, which means I get it for $120 plus import fee. And then after import fee, I have to grade it. So I have to spend money grading it. And then presumably some of them grade 9. So bunch of 9s, maybe a 10 or 2, right? And so I would need to sell that card for like $400 or some crap like that. Could you guys imagine buying some ugly magic card for $400? Doesn't even look good. And there's actually good magic cards you can just go buy. So it doesn't make any sense at all. And yeah, people just hear that word exclusive or they hear that it's tied to an event and then they go nuts. They're like, I got to have that, bro. I got to have that card. All right, that's the Foundations pack. Let's try this Final Fantasy pack. Did you see Burger Chew's now $100? Am I surprised? No. That is Hamburger Pikachu. There's no other card like it. Now, if they reprint him in English, he will fall back down. But if they don't reprint him in English, that card's going to 500, right? Everyone's going to be shocked when Burger Chew, which had like 100,000 of them graded, they're all going to be shocked when he goes to $500. But that's only if they don't reprint him, which they might. We still don't know. We still don't know if they reprint that card. But everyone thought that 100K was too much. And when I look at it, I go, 100K what? In one language? If it's just one language, it's just not enough. Here's Hero, because everybody and their mama's going to want it. Gilgamesh, Master at Arms. Come on. Memories of Nibelheim. I'm going to nibble on something. Observed Stasis. Bugenhagen, Wise Elder. Balthier and Fran. Balthier and Fran. Swamp. Zidane. Tantalus Thief. Ooh, that's my favorite. I love Zidane. So I'm gonna go out on a guess and assume this is a rough pack, huh? I'm sorry, Mr. Jeff. I don't think I saw anything in here that made me think big money. Like observe stasis. Like I guess. Observe these nuts. I bought Burger Chew PSA 10 for $400, but I have faith it's easily $1,000. Yeah, well, when Burger Chew first hit the market, very, very first ones hit like, eBay. He was selling like at the time for like 300, I swear. I think I sold one for 300. And then he quickly dropped all the way down to 60 because it turned out there were a trillion of them. And so everyone's like, I don't need one. Like I can go get one and grade my own. Now they're kind of getting gulped up off the market to some degree. There's probably some guy with a lot of money says, okay, I'll buy 100 of them. At $60 each, 100 times 60. What is 100 times 60? It's not 60,000, is it? It's 6,000, isn't it? Hold on, wait. Yeah, 6,000. So some guy with $6,000 in his pocket says, okay, I'll take, I'll buy 60 of them or 100 of them. And then he just puts that away in a pokey bank, hoping that they go to $100 each, right? That's what'll happen with them. And so as long as they're gobbled up by selfish Pokemon card flippers, some giant portion of them will always be scooped out of the market, held away from you, and then drip fed back to you. Zidane. Oh, yeah, Zidane. I think your best pull probably came out of the Ninja Turtle pack. I love this Michelangelo card. But other than that, dang, was in a meeting and I missed it. You missed all of it? I just opened all of it. I think you had a rough round on the Final Fantasy, Mr. Jeff. You got Gilgamesh, Memories of Nibelheim, a couple cards here that weren't very good. Lil Zidane, okay, he was after the swamp. And then Foundations didn't excite me either. Exemplar, Race the Past, Archmage of Runes, Alicia, who laughs at fate, Sire of Death, that's a mythic rare. Venus. Okay, so this gets us over to. Oh, right, all right. So you have this chunk of cards too that come out of there, but these are like your commons. Venus, these are your commons from the Ninja Turtle pack. Casey Jones, Splinter the Mentor, Arcbound Ravager. It's kind of cool. And then you got this Michelangelo card, looks really cute. And there you have it. So I feel personally like your luck on the Magic wasn't super high. Yeah. The Ninja Turtle pack seemed decent. All right. So Jeff, big orders from Jeff. We're jumping over here. What do we got next? We're going to close these. Delete, 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 delete. Oh, wait. Don't delete that. Delete, delete. So delete all these things. We have an order from Jay-Z for all junk packs. All right, he wants 10 junk packs. You got it, Jay-Z. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 junk packs. Junk packs, they're $3 each. What's in them? Junk. That's what we have in them. The junk packs have junk in them. That Michelangelo card will look so good in a tag slab. Yeah, actually would. Burger Chew could become 500 one day. I think that the fact that he's eating a hamburger and is a McDonald's card makes him like a really distinct card. Elsa, Healing Glow. Those were some good Sneaker Bunko cards, actually. These are English hollows. Pack number 1, I'm going to keep them in the sleeve, okay? So I'm not going to sleeve each card or anything. I'm just going to put them back in. Pack number 2, Jay-Z, do you have a bag? I don't remember. Okay, we got some One Piece. There's a Topps Halo card. That's actual vintage. Wow. Looks like I put some good stuff in here sometimes. There's a bad poker card. So sometimes I was buying poker decks back then, and sometimes I get a poker deck and just no good. And so I guess I just give some of those away. All right, here's some more. We got, wow, that's actually really nice. Okay, that that card is probably worth more than $3 by itself. Kind of interesting. The Altaria. Supposed to have junk in here. That one wasn't junk at all, was it? Okay, some hollows from China. Here's some English Chainsaw Man. That's gradable. Kind of curious. I guess I was putting some better stuff in here than I thought, actually. Thoughts on Pikachu riding the red Gyarados card? Should I buy them? Quick, buy them. Someone instantly sniped the Carnosaur last night for full price. Didn't even offer. Which one? Did you say it was the green deck one? Whoa, mama! That's nice. That's an old Weiss card, huh? Bro got cooked. Okay, we got some. That's just some bulk. All right. Guess I was just adding bulk to fatten the bag up. The way I see it, I remember this. Once you have, look at that. Once you have your core cards in the baggie, I can just add bulk on top of that for free. So I'm just tossing in bonus bulk for fun if I want to fatten your bag up. So, like, for example, if we get up to like 15 cards, I might add in a bulk card or two just for fun for you. Infernity, Samsara. All right. Good. Maybe I should save some English Pokemon bulk for these junk packs. What do you guys think of that? Oh, look at that. Wow, that's an SR. Got some sports. Got some more. Damn, girl! I feel like I could have graded those. I didn't need to give those away. The the Dragon Maid stuff. That was quality stuff. Hey, what do we have here? Shelter, Eevee. There's another vintage Tops card. Okay, some of that. Some of these. What? Wow, that's basically a hit. That's like a $20 card, I think. I was too generous with some of these. They shouldn't pull that often, too. If I'm going to put a $20 card in some of these, they shouldn't pull that often. All right. Holy moly. Great job, Jay-Z. These were good cards. You got lucky, man. I don't really make money on these. That was $30. That's not that's very expensive time-wise if you think about it. Now, Jay-Z, you got a bag? I don't remember if you got a bag. Our junk pack cards gradable. Yeah, some of them. Here it is. Oh, he's just got a whole bag of junk packs, and now he's got a second bag of junk packs. Yeah, so the honest answer to that question is some of them are definitely gradable. Like those poker cards you saw, like the Magic card, he's going to be used, so I wouldn't grade him, but he's still going to have a used value of like $20 or more. I've seen it. Poker card, used poker card, $20. So somebody's still out there selling them for a high price. Jay-Z, this is bag number 2. We'll just say number 2 on it. Okay, so you're filling this box up. Some of those cards were quite nice. Like when I was putting those poker cards from the black-white era in there, those are quite profitable at those grade 10, and they usually do grade 10. I'm a little too loosey-goosey with those because I got them so cheap back in the day, but they're not cheap anymore. I shouldn't just give them away. Okay. Mr. AC Simmons. What's up, Mr. AC? So he says, for Japanese rocket. Ah, the Japanese rocket. Okay, going all in. Where are we hiding Japanese rocket? This 4 Japanese rocket. 4 of the Gengar Pikachus. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Yeah, people were buying the Burger Chew early, and he was really expensive at that point. And then he dropped down to 60 because a quadrillion of them got graded. Turns out a lot of them were grading 10. You know what I did? When they reached like $60 each, I said, you better grab a couple of those at $60 because $60 is like the price of almost the price of grading these days. Let me see. So I'm going to go into my collection and type in Pikachu. No, its number is 020. So let's type in 020. What time is this? 4:51. Wow, the time's flying. But here it is. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9 here. So I bought 9 of them and just put them in this PSA vault not to touch. People doing that's exactly why the card's going to jump. Because you don't need to buy one. You need to buy 10 of them, right? You need 10 of them, bro. I got one. Tag 10. Nice. I definitely helped you guys acquire a couple too. You know, I've been tossing those in the live customs and the Poke Shuffle the whole time. And I know that that card probably has a high likelihood of jumping very heavily if indeed it does not get reprinted. Mr. AC, good luck. AC, picking up this beautiful Blaziken. That's fantastic. Hey, cold. GameStop's trying to acquire eBay. It's an interesting thought. It is. Why would eBay sell itself to GameStop? I don't feel like that's such a good idea. I feel like eBay's already been ran really well. Why would it need to sell itself to another company? I feel like I feel like eBay could acquire GameStop the other way around. Here's Venusaur. Okay. Here's Graveler. And here's Gyarados. I do see the sort of vertical integration between having like a physical storefront for items that are meant to be resold and eBay, which is basically a reseller website. However, it almost feels the other way around. It feels like eBay should acquire GameStop. GameStop shouldn't be acquiring eBay. Look at that. Like what company would you rather own? Would you right now, would you rather own GameStop or eBay? I'd rather own eBay all day long. That's for AC. Oops. All right, Mr. AC, thank you so much. I think you pulled a beautiful, beautiful Blaziken. That card is a really good pull. Isn't eBay worth more? You are. What GameStop could do is they could build a competing auction website, but I think they would lose. I think eBay would be dominant. All right. Chedzig Vong. Sorry about the wait times, guys. He says, one Waifu Shuffle. Mr. Chedzig Vong. One Waifu Shuffle. Chedzig Vong. GameStop's making some smart moves, though. There it is. Ready? 1 cubes. Is it? Is it? Is GameStop making smart moves? There we go. All right. I'll put that back there. 1 cold 1. All right. So who is next? Team Rocket Grunt is next. Me. 7 Pokey Shuffles. Team Rocket Grunt. 7 Pokey Shuffles. You ready? Ice cold. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. There we go. That's the kind of round you want to see. Team Rocket, Zapdos, and Raikou. You ready? All right. So Rocket and Raikou. Let's see if we can find it. Is this the Raikou, number 16? Wow, he's $50. Is that right? 16, 16? He's a good one. And then the Zapdos is $40. So he just went from 25 to 90. All right, what are we doing with this, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Oh, my body. Guess GameStop's been buying up eBay shares and it's going to submit an offer to the eBay board. So eBay stock price has been jumping. That's what that. Keep Raikou, re-roll Zapdos. All right. Say Team Rocket Grunt. All right, good. So that's there. Now, the Zapdos. Let's grab the box. Your re-roll sides will be $35, so it'll be 7. It's like you got a Zapdos for free, essentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is what Marius Larson has been getting killed for? Oh, whoa. We put this back here, didn't we? God, how many times I wonder I've done that? Got to be careful there. I've been doing that a lot, I bet. Also, did I just put him in for 7 or did I put him in for 8? Shoot, man, I don't even know. I gotta be more consciously aware what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We gotta put him in for 8. See, I'm cutting myself out at $5 there. There we go. Okay, much better. Now you're getting cut out of $5 for the reroll because that's what you've agreed to. It's like a 90% buyback or something like that. Okay, good luck. Bring this box over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good luck. What do we got in this 7? 1, 2, 3. Aha! 4, 5, 6. So you cannot re-roll this star spot, but you just received a star spot. Okay, so so your total value out of the box was $90, but you only spent $25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Careful there, Team Rocket Grind. You're going to get addicted to these. They're being way too nice to you. I don't know what's up with you. You just get pull after pull after pull. How do you come back from that? Nothing in life will ever be sweeter than the Pokey Shuffles at this point. Got any more of them Pokey Shuffles? All right, so yeah, that's $90 for you, man. Now, you do have to get lucky in the star spot, which you know is the Minecraft box. The Minecraft box has 1 spot remaining, everybody. Similar to the Card Wars box, if you pull it, you're welcome to sell it back. You're welcome to sell it on eBay. You're welcome to have me open it. There it is. These are boxes I've held for a while, and they're kind of on clearance. They're being gotten rid of. I had to do a box of Final Fantasy next. You know, just stuff we don't see get open a whole box at a time very often. We got a bunch of old Final Fantasy boxes. We can let one go, can't we? Give me a bump of that Pokey Shuffle, says Jet. Yeah. You got any more of them Pokey Shuffles? Mr. Todd with 3 Ren and Stimpy packs sealed. Please do not open. 1 Topps first movie and a round of shipping. All right. So one of these. You got it? That is a Topps. Oh, first movie. Hold on. Let me put that back. Topps first movie. Not to be confused with Topps Series 1. He waited a while for this order, man. Whoa. Don't fall. So there's that. Those are pretty pricey. 3 Ren and Stimpy packs. My legs. 2, 3. All right. So you said you didn't trust your own math. Is that what you said? Let's see. Topps Ren and Stimpy is $7. So that's $21. And then the Pokemon Japanese first movie is $190. No, you did fine. Yeah, the math comes out. Actually, why did I lower the price on that? How much is a box of that? Topps the first movie. Oh my god, I can't type. Topps the first movie booster box. So this is the more expensive Canadian box. And I just lowered the price because we hadn't had a sale on them in a while. All right. So there are some Canadian boxes out there. Notably, the Canadian box costs more. How's this one looking? It's not too bad. Oops. Typing too fast, guys. Looks like we're doing fine. All right. So good. So we got these going for you. Mr. Todd, you're going to find the cards in here are basically like perfect. And now, round of shipping. Mr. Todd, round of shipping. Let's check for a bag for Todd. My Apple stock has been jumping thanks to record earnings. Nice. I mean, the economy, I hear, is not doing very badly, but it's weird because for some people, the cost of living is really bad. So it's like you hear about how well these companies are doing, and people go, well, what about me? I'm not doing well. Like, I'm not swimming in money. Todd Peters, it looks like this is all you have. So let me go ahead and put these in a fresh bag. Okay. This is a new bag. Didn't order for a while. Well, thanks for popping on by. You purchased a really good pack here. You know, I don't know if you bought this to do pack grading with it. I don't recommend doing pack grading. I recommend opening it. Very worthwhile pack to open. You'll find the cards inside are near perfect. Ren and Stimpy cards are going to be typical Ren and Stimpy cards. Might be a little sticky, but might not be a little sticky. Some of them are okay. Yeah. All right. Todd Peters. The Ren and Stimpy are for fun. Yeah, they're fun, man. People seem to like them. They actually sell. We're going to clear this out. See if you've ordered before. So you have ordered before. Let me see if the address matches the one over here. It looks like you have a new oh, no. You have the same address. So it looks like you haven't moved. So I'm going to set this up for shipping now. Okay, it's having me change the address to tomorrow. Oh, heartburn. I bought my latest round of Wegovy and just took a shot of it before the stream. Wegovy. It doesn't really slow my eating down. It just makes me feel super overfilled after eating. So I've just got too much food in my stomach all the time. It's actually a really annoying feeling. No, but it has slowed down my eating a little bit, actually. I shouldn't say it hasn't slowed me down. It actually has. All right, we have a Jimmy Therese. Can I get 1 gem 1, 1 gem 2, 1 gem 3 using store credit? What does that add up to? So what is this, like $6? Gem 2 is going to be $6. I think Gem 3 is $5. I'd have just make it $6 to make it less complicated. SpongeBob is better than Ren and Stimpy, and I got the Funko Pop of Patrick. Should be the same unless I moved and didn't know about it. Yeah. All right. Okay, grab Mark Palkia. There you go, Jimmy. So, Mister, what's special about the Canadian Topps movie box dipping olive oil? No, I just like them. Here we are. All right. They were printed. They're usually a silver print, so I guess that's one downside. You don't have a chance for the rainbow print. Technically, the rainbow print's better. So if I'm not mistaken, that says $25 there, right? So we're removing, what was it, 17? 25 minus 17 should be, what, 8? 8.5 remains. Do you want to buy all 40 of my Funko Pops? Hell no, bro. They're all yours. All 400? Oh, my dear Jesus. Start listing them on eBay. Get a little shipping center. So here's what you need to buy. Are you ready? So you need to buy a table. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just get a cheap table, okay? Real cheap. Get a lamp so that you can plug the lamp into the wall and you can see what you're doing. You need a cheap box cutter. You need a high quality tape roller. Then just go buy some cheap packing tape off of eBay. There's a lot of cheap packing tape on eBay. After that, you need some foldable boxes that are the correct size for Funko Pop. So do some measuring, find out roughly what size you need. Make sure you get a nice sturdy box. Just go find those on eBay. You know, measure them out. Go buy yourself 400. You need 400 boxes roughly. You might buy a box also where it can fit 2 of them at a time, just in case someone buys 2 at a time. And then so just buy a whole stack of. It's going to cost you an investment of your time and money. So buy a whole stack of those boxes. Get some either newspaper, which is free, or some bubble wrap from somewhere. Start stowing it away. Don't lose any of it. And then start listing them on eBay one at a time, dude. Get a nice little picture studio if you need to. Do whatever you got to do, okay? Get those all listed. Get rid of them. Funko Pop, I can't stand Funko Pop, dude. I don't think that set's ever going to do well. Funko Pops are ugly. That's the number one. That's the mortal sin of collecting. They're just ugly, dude. They always will be ugly. And it's just this weird. It's like it's this industry, bobbleheads, I guess. It's this industry with like very few competitors. And I just don't see what the future for it looks like. I don't get it. PSA stopped grading them. That's a big sign right there. They said, we're not grading these anymore. Jimmy Therese. Can't wait to see Mr. Stahl at the next card show. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe we do really well with it too. You never know. But I don't think we're going to host a stall. Try to do at least 5 listings per day or X amount per week. Yeah, I'd liquidate every Funko Pop. Then take take your money and don't spend it right away, okay? Take all the cash that you get from the Funko Pops and put it into a bank account earning at least 3.75% per month, okay? I think that's what I've got with Robinhood. So go look it up. What bank accounts pay the most for you to sit your money in there? Go sit all that Funko Pop money in there, and don't spend any of it until most of the Funko Pops are sold. Now, once they're all sold, yes, you will have paid a lot of eBay fees. You will spend money on shipping and all this stuff. Once it's all sold, you got your you got your money back out. I would go pick out one nice collectible, something that can actually go up in price, and just go buy it and put it in your shelf or whatever. If you're going to do collectibles, you could just put it in the stock market. I just happen to like collectibles better. But collectibles are pretty expensive right now. AC Simmons, one Pokey Shuffle, AC Simmons, one Pokey Shuffle. And whatever you do, don't buy another Funko Pop this time. So you could even be tempted to buy another Funko Pop because your brain's good at shopping for Funko Pops, clearly. One cold one, but you're not going to do it this time. You're going to stay away from them because the data shows you over a long period of time, Funko Pops underperformed. So even if your brain's good at shopping for Funko Pops, you're going to stay away from them now. All right, because that's an issue. That's like a shopping addiction. That's how you end up with 400 of them. Your brain gets a lot of pleasure from buying them, but you're going to get pleasure from buying something else now. You're going to buy something that only goes up in price. So you go buy yourself like a first edition Team Rocket booster pack graded 8 or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? So go buy some conservative collector's item. You could even wait and hope that the Pokemon market crashes. You could say, I'm just going to leave this in a bank account for until after the 30th anniversary is over. You could do something like that if you want. Mark Duez, $91. Finish off my slab away. You got it, Mark Duez, and $9 shipping, he says. Good move, Mark. You've got the Dark Ariados. Very good move. All right. Let's see. Buy all the Funko Pops and send them for less than you bought them for. Yes. Buy high, sell low. That's how people get rich. There's all kinds of good things you can buy that are almost like a sure deal. Like you could buy them now and they could crash later after the 30th anniversary, but in the long run, they're going up. I have no faith in Funko Pops. I never did. All right, Mark, I think your slab might actually be in the long-term holding boxes. Let me go get it. Aha, here we are. What do we got in here, by the way? Anything interesting? Anything interesting? No, nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. All right. Want to trade Funky Pops? Yeah, you want to trade Funky Pops, bro? You want to trade Funky Pops? Mark, I bet this card's like $2,000 now. Congratulations, he got it for $600. Or no, yeah, I said that right. How do I know that? Because I think I sold a Zubat for like $1,000. Oh, he said shipping too. Mark, do you have a bag? Mark Duez, do you have a bag? Does your back hurt still, mister? Yeah, I've got back pain. My part of the reason I might be having back pain is from sitting for long hours over here, but I probably twisted my back or did something stupid like that. Or maybe I need a new mattress. You never know. You never know. Or maybe I'm like almost 40. And when you're 40 and you're fat too, you just can't move your back the wrong way. You get punished for it. When Funko went public, they changed their business model from collectibles to toys, downhill ever since. I'd get out of there, because if there's still people buying them, that means you still have a way out. When it reaches a point when no one's buying them anymore, you are so screwed. You are so out of luck if it reaches that point. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that it will, but I'm saying right now you still have a way out. All right, here we go. For them to jump up in value, I think something would have to occur. Fun fact, every Panda Express employee wears a black brace. The cooks mainly. A back brace? That's interesting. Is that a job thing or a joke because everyone gets hurt? Hurt your back carrying those PSA 10 slabs? No, probably just sitting down, twisting my back a lot like an idiot. All right, let's see. It's 5:11 p.m. No more orders at this point, guys. Mark, we're just waiting for the oh, there it goes. I was gonna say we're just waiting for this label to come in. All right. When's movie night? I don't know. Probably not tonight. It's perfect weather outside. Here's a theme for Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V's. Let me see what Kara said in my text. Horse flies in these bushes. Give me a second. All right. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V. We're discussing our plans for this weekend. If we're gonna just have fun, or if we're gonna stay in, or what are we gonna do? Mario movie was gas. You're huffing that Galaxy gas? Damn, bro. I haven't done it yet. Smack that like button. I haven't seen the new Mario. You haven't seen the new Mario? Oh my. Oh, dearie me. Very good. Ready? At them. Okay, snipping this. The Bubble Mew is at 16 out of 30, by the way, guys. If you haven't purchased a spot in that Bubble Mew, you could genuinely be surprised how fast that moves. It could disappear in a heartbeat. Mister, would you be able to show me what card I won out of the Topps pack last night? Here we are. Here's a cold one. It says Chris Hayworth. Hey, how's it going, Chris? So there's an easy way to look that up. You would go into our Discord server to the channel that says breaks history, and it will tell you when the break occurred. So that's what you would do. So then you would just open up the link that's provided there. Looks like you pulled a Raichu. All right, Raichu it is. Raichu non-hollow for you. It was a good pack. It was a nice, clean pack. All right, Hathim. We got Ancient Gear Fusion. All right. And did you see Logan Paul or someone bought a Godzilla card for 70K? Logan Paul bought 70K Godzilla card. I guess you can do that when you've got $16 million of cash. You can do whatever you want for a while. See, that's what happens when that money enters the market. It starts to spread around. We are. All right. Good. Now, what do we got? We've got this card here. Ooh. All right. And we got one of these. And we got one of these. Look at this girl. And a hollow. Okay, here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. All right. Sheesh, long line. Ordered a forever ago. Yeah, the line's been pretty intense, actually. You got Mr. Thim. Well, we took care of your snipe round, right? And you ended up pulling the Mega Electric. So then you must have placed another one after that. Yeah, line got pretty intense. I'm not going to lie. No new orders. Okay, guys, we're wrapping up. Have you ever seen or ran into a sealed quest pack? What's a sealed quest pack? You mean a sealed Pokemon quest? All right, so let's see. Kayori, the coyote scientist. All right, so it's not your turn yet. Next up, we have Mr. LaFlame. He says 45 the surprise and 2 spots on OP5. All right, OP5, 2 spots of these. Mr. LaFlame. Oops, I'm just going to write LaFlame here. So LaFlame's taking a spot in this one-piece box break. This is a new box break for one-piece OP5 right here. OP box break. Tossing this in here. Let's count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're 5 out of 32. It's a start. 5 out of 32. One-piece box break. 41 and 32, everybody. That's a pretty heavy snipe if you think about it. One guy's going to snipe like $1,200. Now, 45 of the 151 surprise is going to be 3 boxes. Minister going to have to adopt some Somali babies to help run the stream and make some side money on the Leering Center. We are. Did you guys hear about that in the news? The FBI raided 22 daycare centers in Minnesota. 22 of them. All right, you ready? And yeah, Tim Waltz came out and he was like bragging about how they're taking down fraudulent businesses. I was like, bro, you're the one who didn't catch them at first. It was happening in your backyard, dude. And it was Nick Shirley who caused an investigation into it. He acting like he did it. Tim Waltz is acting like it was all about him or something. I don't even get it. I think he's just doing it so that he doesn't look guilty. Because it looks awfully suspicious. We are. Looks awfully suspicious, almost like the politicians preferred the fraud to be happening so that they could receive a lot of kickbacks and receive tons of donation money for running for election. That's what it looks like. So, when the hammer's coming down by the federal government, the state government's going, oh, yeah, we're glad we're taking down the fraudsters. Whew, good thing we're doing that. That's the thing I wanted, actually. That's what it sounds like. Snip this. All right. Okay. Let's snip this. AI told me they come in a pack of 4. My goal is to collect 1,000 funky pop and make video here. Due for a Pikachu. Yeah, I wish it worked that way. Let's see what we get. Good luck. Do quest stickers even come in a pack? Yes, they do. Somali child encapsulating cards. All right. Here's Aerodactyl. Oddish. Victory Bell. Ratu. Vaporeon. Victory Bell. Kangaskhan. Oh, you're rich, Mr. LaFlame. We got Kangaskhan, guys. Here's Machop. Oddish. Arbok. Huh, do you have a pack of Quest? I have an empty pack, but I don't have a sealed one. I wish I did. Yeah. Here's War Turtle. Flareon. Rock, generate a 10-step plan to get more Pokies. Nidoqueen. Jolteon. Nidoran. Hitmonlee. Omastar. Slowpoke. Oh, man. Master Ball Gyarados would have been good. Rattata. Jolteon. This is going to be another box here. So we're in another box now. Box number 2. Oh, Shiny Raichu popping out. All right, Shiny Raichu. I want to be not for me. What are you talking about, 6? All right. Beedrill. Here's Kabuto. Here's Raichu. A Machop. Dragonite. Radon. And Kadabra. Kadabra. The Raichu's good. I actually like the Raichu. All right. Last box. One more chance. All right. Man, it must be pretty rare to pull these. The femboys are in the stream. Who? All right. I'm checking in for Femboy Friday. Nope. We have a Sylveon break. Apparently, that's the most femboy Pokemon. Nobody's buying it, though. Poor Sylveon. Rejected by society. All right. Sylveon's just trying to live theirs best life. Slipping this. All right. Quick, mister, crack some pony packs to fees the femboy mob. If only I wasn't broke. 6. All right, what we got? We got Zapdos. Oh, my Jesus Lord. What the hell? Zapdos it is. All right, we got Scyther. We got Bellsprout. This set's tough, actually. You know what? I think this set's actually pretty tough. Charizard. Oh, there's your Master Ball, though. Master Ball finally showed up. This was like 6 boxes later. One Master Ball, Nidorina. Not Gengar. Wow, this set is tough. Can there be 2 Master Balls in one box, I wonder? Here's Jigglypuff. Zapdos goes hard. 6 has a Femboy Sylveon collection. Your item is delivered. Ooh, I wonder what got delivered. There we go. There we go. Executor. We've got Electrode, Gyarados, Flareon, and, oh, wait a second, Gengar. There you go. There you have it, Mr. LaFlame. One Master Ball shows up. The shiny Raichu I don't think is bad. Other than that, the Kangaskhan and the whatever the other thing was, I don't think they're super exciting. The Zapdos. Woo! Oh, yeah, we're doing it. So, look, Master Ball. We got a little Gengar. We got a little Zapdos. We got a little Raichu. We got a little Kangaskhan. And honestly, we got a little Charizard here, too. So those are your pulls. I'm a femboy now. 6, you're the cutest femboy. Congratulations. There we have it. Mr. LaFlame, I don't think he's here. Is he here? Let me go ahead and put this into his bag. So he sometimes donates this, but I'm going to assume he wants to keep it because he's not here to give any directions on it. That Zapdos is awesome. All right. We might have to give Mr. LaFlame some kind of bonus the next time he does some kind of big donation. Maybe like spots in the second chance break. All right. And I don't think he's going to keep these. I'm going to set these over here. You know, if I were him, I would just take some of those shinies and get them graded by tag. Some of the shinies, like the shiny treasure shinies, I don't think they're terrible. Now, he wants 2 spots in the OP5. We already serviced that. Now it's Mr. Jeff Leon's turn. Jeff, what a busy Friday. Holy, dude. One Waifu Shuffle. It's Jeff. Jeff's turn. Mr. Jeff. Blame on. Anyone get it? Okay, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3. Good luck. What about the next one? 3, 4, 5. There it is. You're 5 away. Damn, dude. All right. One live custom. Here comes the live custom. Good luck. This is Mr. LaFlame. One live custom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you got Fortress. That was definitely gonna. That one's all right. I gotta make more junk packs now. We saw a bunch of junk packs in this stream. We need 8 of the 151 surprise and 8 Dreamlike Oceans. You got it. Dreamlike Oceans times 8. It's my order, not a LaFlame. Did I say LaFlame? I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to get it all done before the day's over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My bad, dude. 7, 8. I'm thinking about Karis. She's out there already enjoying it, wishing I was there with her. So it's quite literally perfect weather. You guys got to see how good it is. Look at this. Look out, look out. Oh my God. So that's like 68 degrees and sunny and warm. It could not actually be any better outside. So I wonder if this round right here that you're opening, the 151 surprise, I wonder if that's going to be high. Like, I don't remember if we pulled a hit out of that box yet, the box that this one came out of. I'm just a little surprised we haven't pulled like an alt art. You got leaves on your trees already? Yeah. Yeah, trees are like full-fledged leaved up. When's the outside stream? I don't know if that will work. I don't want any litter getting outside. It's not really a good place for your cards to be outside anyways. All right. Ready? Don't need any of your expensive cards blowing away in the wind. Here we go. Here we go. It's not impossible, I guess. What if we hosted a stream by the lake every day? I think it would work if we did only like slab breaks that way. But booster pack opening, nah, there's too much trash involved. You guys like to open packs, obviously. That's mostly what we've been doing here. Articuno, still dealing with this cough. Ditto. Machamp. Ah, Shiny Gloom popping out. See, I think these shinies are great. I mean, because a box of these is really not that expensive. So some of those shinies might pay for the whole box, honestly. And if you get a shiny and a Master Ball, I mean, you're you're probably making a profit. We are. Here's Aerodactyl. And I bet you like it better than inside. Right now, I would. There you go, Hunter. It's Hunter. Rawr. That's a cool looking Hunter, if you ask me. How about these Dreamlikes? Good luck. We got Cluckatrice. Okay. Paylom. Here's a cute little Cactuar if you're into that. Here's Kate Sith. All right. Myra, Omira Mo, Shinderu. Shantoto. She's in like every set, Shantoto is. Despacito. Lightning. Krish. And a Sephiroth Hollow, which actually isn't that bad. Look at that. He looks nice. I can see him getting graded. No full art, though. No full art. All right. Meow, 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 meow. Myra. Oh, my VENMO. Shindaru. Here's lightning. Lightning. There you have it. Mr. Jeff, thanks so much. This stream brought to you by Jeff and Mr. LaFlame and anyone else who went real deep. With some kind of big orders today. I guess it's not a surprise. It's Friday. Friday's a busy day. Sephiroth is hot. Mister doesn't have to pay for heating during the winter. He just burns bulk. That's right. That's what I do. We save the bulk to burn it in the winter. Here's a Nicholas Pacheco order, and he ordered 5 junk packs. Damn, bro. All right, 5 junk packs. I don't think we got room for them in the box that you're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we got 5 junk packs. There they are. 5 junk packs cost him $15. What are they made out of? They are actually made out of junk, really. But look at that. That's Sneaker Bunko. I think I was really generous with this round of them. I'm going to keep that in mind. We can do that. I just, yeah, I don't think there's a problem, I guess, actually. Not like I was going to do anything with those cards. You got a Crustle. You got Chainsaw Man English. Damn, dude. Holy. All right. I've like infinite cards to make. Look at that. I've like infinite cards to make junk packs out of. I got junk packs galore that could be made. Here's this. Maybe I should make them really large, like 20 cards large, and then change the price to $4. That might be smart because it would reduce the number of these little holders I would need. Because I think that's one of my problems. One constraint is I'm going to run out of these little packets. Here's Clan Pearl. All right, all right, all right. Ooh, look at that. You got some Japanese Pokemon in the back. That's some good junk. Yeah, the junk packs are $3. We are, once again, almost sold out of the junk packs. Nicholas Pacheco, I'll need to create a new bag. I'm just going to have this one sit on top of your other bags. So the end boxes are overfilled. Something to think about. Might need to get a spare end box somewhere. I'm going to say number 5 on your bag. That doesn't mean you have 5 bags. I just like to make up numbers sometimes. All right, there we go. DHL says I got a package delivered to me. That's great. Dennis Chanavong is next. My son wanted to open some packs. Give Desmond a shout out. He wants 5 ninja spinners and 90 to my slab away. Dennis, it's finally your turn. I'm so sorry for the wait, Dennis. What a wait time. All right, so 90 to slab away. Okay, up here. You have $100 left over. You've got a PSA 10 Poker Bulbasaur for $240. How'd you do that? And then 5 ninja spinners. It is. How many do you have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I have left? I don't know. Probably like 10. Might be slightly more than 10. Ready? Here goes. This is for Mr. Desmond. Desmond, you had to wait so long. Desmond's getting some ninja spinners because his dad's super cool. Ready? All right, here's a hollow. Now, Desmond, the trick is you have to. Ooh, look at that. That's a really good looking card. Did you guys even know this was in this? Nobody opens Ninja Spinner, I feel. It doesn't get open enough. I feel like Nihil Zero got open more than Ninja Spinner. Oh, look at this. Double hits. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. That Crustle Poker is a $15 card. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm taking those poker cards and just stuffing them in there like they're willy-nilly, but they're actually really expensive. So you might not see that happen as much in the next round of the junk packs because those aren't actually junk cards. Or the price of the junk packs will have to be raised to account for the difference. All right. Because we can continue to do that, but oh. All right, there it is. Mr. Dennis has a bag in the D box. Here it is. All right, very nice. You gotta appreciate that your dad goes to work to make all that money. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, he wants 10 Pokey Shuffles. You got it, Team Rocket Grunt. Here it is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. 1, 2, 3. Ha. There we go. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There you go. Your free card in the back. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes. Hey, look at you. Not bad. You got 3 cards out of there. What is this? Old Maid Deoxys, Old Maid Coughing, and Grodel. I think that's 70. I don't know what the Grodel is. Old Maid Deoxys. Is it this one? It's got to be this one. There is no other Old Maid Deoxys. Just the one. Grodel as well, huh? I don't even know what that's going to be. So here's the coughing. He's a cheap one. Grodel. He just went from $50 to 85 plus 35. What is that? 110 or something? No, that's 120, right? Growler was like 35. All right, what do you want to do, Mr. Team? Yeah, I got to wrap it up, guys. It's 5:35. I got to go. I got to go like right now. I'm out of time, unfortunately. JC has an order as well. So I think after JC, we'll be done. Okay, guys? Well, let's see what else there was. There was a new website order. No, we're wrapping up. Website order is on pause. Reroll Coffin and Croddle. Coughing and Grodel. You want the Deoxys. He's cool, isn't he? I still have to set the shipping up for Alexis. That's not even ready. Ugh. I am so out of time at every work that I want to not be in trouble for working right now. Okay. All right. It's just suffering from success situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So those are back in. All right. And grab this, putting that in there. Please go back in. So wait, you get a total of $70 on your reroll. 70 times, so that's going to be 14, I believe. Wow, look at him, guys. He already got to keep the Deoxys, and now he's getting a reroll of 14. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, there's 14. Something got to come out with 14, right? Cold, 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 cold. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My lobster too buttery. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so we're going to stop there with those. That sucks. That was a sweep, obviously. Well, that turns it into a tough round because you actually paid 50 on that round, if you think about it. One box of solo leveling 1. And first time trying this, 5 waifu shuffles. Interesting. You're taking a big shot at the waifu shuffles. That is a case of the re-roll not working. All right, 1, 2, 3. You ready? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! I got scared for you there. I did get scared for you there. Look at you. Okay. By the way, let's see what was next in the Poke Shuffle box. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, nothing, I guess. All right. Well, that was just a big cold round there. Darn. So three deeper in wouldn't have saved you. So this is Zasuto. Zasuto. Let's go find Zasuto. W6 WW Zasuto. Boa, Yuna, Nessa, Acerola, Watrell. Is it this one? Does it say 078? Oh, 068. Zasuto W62. You're going to like this one. It's not too bad. Whoa! Your mama, your wife, your girlfriend, they don't need to know about this card. That's not bad. But you know what? You pulled exactly $100 worth out of there. So it wasn't a special gain either, was it? But actually, I think I looked this up online and this card has gone up in price, hasn't it? Might have double checked that. Oh, you get to re-roll it or keep it, by the way. You think about that. Let me get you a box. I don't know. So here we are. Did he say keep? By default, we let him keep it. Keep, please. I'm not chancing it. Yeah, not after the other guy just got eaten up. All right, good. Bonus. Waifu shuffles are tricky, man. All right, one whole box, solo leveling. I saw a lot of movement on the big box break of OP5, New Era. We got a big box break going over there. Snipping this. Snipping this. It's a 1 in 32 box break. One piece OP5. If you're a one piece lover, that box gives you a chance for the manga Gear 5 Luffy. It's a big deal. Has a big card. Here's Gogun He. Woojin Chul. Woojin Chul. The reason people are buying up my solo leveling is because we have a price better than eBay somehow. I'm just getting rid of them. These will be off the menu when we're done selling them. These are gradable with PSA, and there are some really big hits in here, $200 to $500. I've seen that range. So this is popular, and we could be sold out of this. If people keep buying it this way, we'll be sold out of it for sure. But we have about half a case left, and I feel like that means we got about 20 boxes of it left, so it's not a small amount. Oh, Bake Yun Ho. But this has been selling like fire the last 3 days, man. All right, we got Huang Dong Su. Okay, here's Jun Tae. And last but not least, Sung Jina. All right, I thought America conquered it. Canada is real? Oh, Canada. Hey, you best not be talking about Canada that way. Okay. Do woodpecker taste good? I don't know. I've never tasted them. You can't get rid of it. Your Korean has become very fluent. It would be like dropping out of your Duolingo classes. That's right. Simida. All right, Mr. JC, thank you so much. No big snipe coming out of that box. We always hope for the big snipe to pop out. I gotta think. I gotta get a shipping done. Lots of shipping. We do have a 6 order. She wants 3 Poke Shuffles. I'm gonna fulfill it. Here you go, 6. 6. I thought you said you were out of money. We are. You tricking me? There it is. How much are those boxes? 40? They sure are 40, but we're done with this stream. No! All right, 3 cold ones, 6. I'm sorry. 3 cold ones, 6. Sorry, 6. 6 just want a little bit of fun before it was over. Because girls just want to have fun. Whoa, girls. All right. Jeff did place the last order. He wants more Dreamlike Ocean and 5 151 surprise. This is the official last order of the stream. No more orders after this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You kidding me? I need another box. Oh my god, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be joking me, bro. Giveaway? I don't really know if we're gonna do a giveaway. What do you guys think? Should there be a giveaway? What do you guys think? Express your opinion about the giveaway. If you're for the giveaway, say JP Morgan. If you're against the giveaway, say David. I set this here. All right, let's see. JP Morgan. David. JP Morgan. JP Morgan. Search says Femboy. I can't count that as a vote. JP Morgan Freeman. All right, we have this. All right. All right, choose a number between 1 and 20, but you only get one number. That's Wicked Thunder. Here's Warrior. Here's Vivi. Here's Gilgamesh. Richt. Here's Vincent Vane. Vincent's cool. And a Vivi. All right, no full art coming out of the Final Fantasy. I'm sorry about that. Good thing we ordered more of these, man, because we don't seem to keep them in stock for very long. 151 surprise. Chunsi. Nidoran. It's like a bunny. Machamp. What exactly is Nidoran? There's Charizard and Machamp. There it is. Jeff, this last little shot, nothing too crazy popping out. Sorry, man. Worth a little snipey wipey, maybe. Well, this has been a very intense daytime stream. A lot of sales, and I so badly wish I could continue it, but It is almost 6 p.m. now, and I'm going to feel very bad if I don't get to spend any time outside on this very perfect day. Now, did you guys think I was actually going to do that with the 1 in 20? I'm just messing with you guys. We got a packed games giveaway here. All right, so choose other rips. Gibbs is the keyword. Type in Gibbs to get into this giveaway, okay? I got you guys all typing in all those numbers. That was a bit mean. I won't do that too often, okay? I promise. So here we go. You ready? So we got number 3 going to be Alex Silva. All right, and then who's number 4? Number 4 is going to be Jeff Leonis, number 4. Your local Soul Reaper, number 5, and Annie Man, number 6. Oh, landed on 2. So number 2 won it, and that's Sarah Dusenberry. All right, the card goes to Sarah Dusenberry. Thank you guys for a very busy Saturday or Friday daytime stream. Okay, now I'm going to go hang out with Karis. We're going to talk about what we feel like doing for the rest of the day. Yeah, how about you guys? You can have a good weekend. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Smash that subscribe button if you don't want to miss the next stream. I'll see you guys in the next stream. See you later, guys.